actually got to witness that. You look terrified, Caribou, like as if you really did something freaking wrong. You look petrified.
I like your choker though. That is nice.
Thank you. I actually love this one. Like, it's not like this one.
A whole bunch of dudes and a couple cool chicks. Come here to learn, come here to teach. Mostly we come to bullshit. Caribou Heart, we all play our part in this cannabis game. Caribou Heart, come pop a squat, recreate, or just kill your pain. Rolling up weed into a bunch of dudes and a couple dang gadgets. Laughing along, getting real stoned. Don't forget, dear Uncle Rick. Caribou Heart, we all play our part in this game. Caribou Heart, come pop a squat, or just kill your pain.
Hey! Love it. Love it.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing great.
Good to hear. How you doing, White Widow? You might as well say
Lobster clap.
it kicks you off and takes the screen and takes control of the mute button again. You might as well get your shots in.
The snake's
He's already back.
snake's kind of choking me a little.
You think?
Well,
I don't
yeah.
even recognize that stranger.
Oh shit! You want me to?
No. It's just moving around. I'm fine.
You're scaring him. He's choking me
Not
because you're
scaring
scaring
him.
him.
It's fine.
What are we looking at, Prophet? Member of the Prophet household. Introduce us.
This is Nakash.
Oh, wow.
My friend breeds them. This is just a normal, but he does exotics and everything else. But he couldn't do anything with this one, so he was like, yeah, I keep him because he was one of my first, but he can't. Breeding with it didn't have any genetic qualities he really wanted to pull out of it, and I was like, I'll take him.
Hi.
So I'm thinking of actually showing off his better ones, maybe one every Friday. They are for sale, and he will ship
Except
them.
for this one.
Except for this one, but he will ship them. And some of his crosses, dude, they're amazing. Like, you think an albino thing is awesome, but like an albino snake. But some of the colors, like he's got pure white ones that he's got going on that are like white as her shirt, white with like. We're trying
white
to.
is my skin white.
We're
White
messing
as
with.
the driven snow.
Yeah, white as the driven snow. No, not transparent.
Opaque.
That would be like transparent. That's not technically a color.
Opaque.
They do have scaleless heads, though. You can't get that.
I mean, I could dig it out on my phone. I don't have any way to show you guys. He's got an Instagram. I could find out, and then but his snakes are beautiful snakes, man. He's been doing a lot of amazing. So it's a lot like cannabis when you find the trait from the mother, and you find traits from the father, and you blend them, and you kind of get this, and then you kind of move on from there. But when the way he was talking about it, yeah, the way he was talking, dude, I'm just like, this sounds almost like breeding cannabis.
I was wondering about
So
that.
what? A couple weeks ago, or actually my kid was watching YouTube, and what it is some guy that deals and breeds reptiles and snakes and whatnot. He'll sit there just as a clutch of eggs is pretty much ready. He was sitting there cutting them open, and like one after another, he's leading on. This is blah 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 starburst. This is blah blah blah. And I'm just like, and some of the colors are really fucking cool on there.
Yeah, dude, the names of some of the names of weed. They're naming the snakes after like strains of weed.
What was that, G-Bay? I'm sorry. He was showing something.
What you got?
I don't know. He was showing something.
Okay.
G-Bay, are you angling for dab time already there, brother? Is that what you're getting?
Oh, yeah.
It seems like it might be that.
Oh, I'm dropping it all over the place. We got raw diamonds, Fruity Pebble raw diamonds.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, I just dropped about a quarter gram all over the table. Here, let me grab that. That back in there.
Well, it's not in mine. Have time, y'all.
There we go. Kickstart.
Start the show off in style. Let's get.
You're getting a little too good at this, Caribou. Holy shit!
Well, I got everything.
Click, bam, bam. Hi, Uncle Rick.
How are ya?
Good.
Hey, so Prophet, what breed of snake is that?
Trouser snake.
It's what?
Yeah, trouser. It's a trouser snake, Rick. A trouser.
Okay, and how big will it get?
It depends on how excited you make it. And depending on how much you depends on how much you spend
Those
on
kind
it.
of trousers. Yeah.
Oh God, that
No,
kind
this
of snake.
He is
Hey,
he's a ball python, Rick.
Right
Yeah,
on.
he is a ball
likes
python. He likes
To
the
make
ball.
up for the one that Prophet's
How-
missing.
Yeah,
How old is he now?
I want to say I don't know. I forgot to ask, but maybe a year. Bees,
That's what I
you're
guess.
yeah. I'll say you. What do you think? You're into these.
About a year.
Yeah, but he's a very mellow, docile little fucker. So he'll get
That's
along
the
great.
way I want my snakes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, Mike.
unless you're a mouse, then he's gonna snatch you right the fuck up, dude. And
Everybody remembers the guinea pig, right?
yeah. Remember, I got a guinea pig. But the funny part is, you look at that guinea pig and be like, I could never eat that fucking thing. It's too big. Because the thing is with a snake, right now, the thing is with a snake is that you can only feed it whatever the fattest part of its body is.
Okay, well, how get out the guinea pig and let's just have a little science experiment and see how it goes.
I'll tell you what, if we get a good bidding going on, I might even be willing to let him
What
fight.
the fuck?
$50 US starting bid for Tina. I got it. Let's go.
Tina might fuck him up. She chews wood, man.
Tina chews.
One good bite from that guinea pig to the snake.
Okay, 2-1 odds on Tina then.
Oh, all right. And then the winner has to go against the dog.
Oh no. The dog will protect Tina from
I know.
that snake.
The dog will look at the snake like, what the fuck are you?
Got $100 on Tina.
So I see chat's filling up. Welcome everybody. Beazle Bub, I can't welcome you. You're here, man. That's no good.
Fuck you, bees.
Lobster Bush, bro. Gray Sun Grow.
Oh shit.
420 Green Goddess. But I see somebody in the chat here. Tara Love 420. Welcome. Now, is this wouldn't be our Tara?
my
Would it be
friend.
another Tara? Oh yeah. Oh,
That's
good.
Tara Wilson that we're
Oh, well, great to see you.
Hi, Tara.
Hi, Tara. I don't know you,
311.
but hi. I've heard good things.
Who the fuck is that?
Someone's walking in. I'm putting the snake down, and it looks frisky. No, put your head in there too. No. We're not crawling out. It's crawling out and trying to crawl up my arm. And I love snakes. Please don't make me put a lid on you. I'm gonna have to put a lid on it.
Man, I've had a snake once. The very first snake I ever owned. It was a motley corn snake, and I was so excited. And it was just a little baby, like the fucking width of a Sharpie, right? And like 11 inches long. Just squirrely as fuck, though, right? I mean, it's like a fucking. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to work one morning. I looked at it. Oh, you're so cute. I went to work, came home to look at it. It was gone. Just like the fucking smallest hole in the fucking lid, like the smallest hole.
Of course, it was gone.
Never saw it again.
Oh,
It's still living in that house somewhere, I'm sure.
we have gardener snake that's at one end of my where I plant flowers, regular flowers, and all the way over by my Gerber daisies, there's now a rabbit who has had babies. So I'm not sure how well it's going to go. There's like rabbits in the Gerber daisies and there's a snake in the roses. So
Yeah,
we're going to have to see what happens there. I'm going to let nature take its course. I'm not going to use the weed whacker just yet.
I'd be
You
worried
would
about
think
that.
that the rabbit would have sensed that. You know, like the one rabbit had babies in my backyard. We have a big ass dog. You would have thought that it would have thought this was a bad idea. But
They
no,
don't think
it
ahead.
you're back there or something, but you would have thought it would have noticed the snake. No, not a good place to have my babies today.
Yeah, no. It's like, ooh, this is soft. This is where I'm gonna have my babies. I don't care who's really like within 10 feet that can kill him.
You want to throw me a spotlight real quick? I'm gonna show you guys.
I'll set up.
No, I'm gonna show you guys some of his snakes he's got. So
I was in top chat,
that's the all white one.
and I should have been in live chat, but now I am.
Yep. That's the all white one.
It's a white
If
blur.
only we could see it,
Yeah. Hold
That
on.
white blur.
because it's so
That's-
white.
Yeah,
Here's
no.
another white thing.
Now I
Hold
see it
What's the
glare on
dude's
a
name?
screen.
Does he have a website? We could share that with the folks.
All right. How about that?
Yeah, you
I
can
like Gray Sun Grow 207. I like their comment.
You should.
What do you say?
Dude, I have yet to eat rattlesnake, but I've always wanted to.
Me neither.
I have.
I will.
Check this one
in
out.
our backyard every single summer, at least.
That one's got patches of white and the albino.
That's like a piebald.
The piebald.
And then
Piebald.
That's cool looking.
That's a pinstripe, like something, right?
Constrictor, I think.
they're all
It's like
pythons.
leather
Looks albino-ish to me.
Yep. Yeah, they're all variations of a theme.
Check this one out.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. Blurry phone. Just kidding.
Blurriest phone on the planet.
Don't worry about all the cracks in it.
Yeah, just
Oh wait, that's my dick. Hold on.
That explains
Why
why.
is it? Why,
Do not show dick pics.
There's one of the. That's the actual albino.
why is your dick all kinked and scaly?
Yeah.
Hey, it's been through hell. All right.
Why did you name the smallest one in there your dick?
But no, the kid's good,
Oh, I
man.
like that one.
He's got a lot of nice snakes.
I'd buy that one. The top
He's
one.
got 52 snakes. All right. So if that gives you an idea,
Why did
Has he got a website?
What's the average
You
snake
got-
going for these days?
it depends on which one. That white one could go 350 easy. That all white one, but some of them are a little better.
Nakash can
price.
go for cheaper?
Oh, the cars are different.
No, I
all
want
pythons.
something cool. If I'm gonna go out of my
Yeah.
way to get a snake, that fucking thing better look amazing. So yeah, I'd be paying high dollar. She
I'm
muted you. That's funny.
I think White Widow's drinking maple syrup,
Got him up, White Widow.
and they're not there to confirm or deny,
Oh.
so it must be true. That's okay.
Fireball.
No, it's definitely maple syrup.
No doubt about it.
I'm just kidding. Well, folks, guess what? Yesterday
I'd like.
was my dear friend's mom's birthday, and the only thing she wants to do is go to the casino. So guess what I'm going to go do right now?
Give her a mustache ride to the casino.
I'm hoping it pays off. The mustache, I mean.
That's awesome. A mustache ride to the casino.
That's all she wanted.
Does she get a senior discount?
Of course. She gets a
Awesome.
birthday discount.
Awesome.
Duh.
So where do you put the walker while you're doing all this? I'm just curious.
Not old. She's not like that old.
You use it to hold her.
Yeah, I was gonna say she could sit on it and like.
But we're going to be at the casino. There'll be plenty of seats. Don't worry.
I used to go to the casino and not spend like more than like $20.
That's pretty much my plan.
Yep. Well, the casino is we go to Foxwoods, man, and the place is so big and there's so much to see. And I'd go in and I'd be so fucking trashed. And I kept finding myself in the restaurants which had a bar, which was great because it continued to help me get trashed and continue around this casino. And then I was so fucking hungry, man. The only thing open was like some express Chinese place, man. Like, yeah, I found it very weird. I think it was like 2 a.m. And it's like, that's the only food thing open. And I'm in like beautiful fucking casino. I'm like dying for food. And like,
Oh, they have.
I can't understand a single fucking word that was on the menu. And whatever I got, I don't. Yeah, I should have went with that, man. I was just I was having a moment of like the cytophobia, blurry vision, fucking the person
No idea.
half talked English, like spoke English, and they're like, "Do you want da da?" And I'm like, "I don't give a fuck."
Bring
Hungry, you
my
know.
face.
Like
Bro, hungry.
bring
If I
some.
was a Chinese dude at 3 a.m., you're the last white dude I want to deal with.
I'm all right.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. I got to deal with your wife at 3 a.m.
I'm at least decent and wake you up at like 1.
Yeah. 3.
3 is obnoxious. I don't know who the hell would do that.
Your wife.
Yeah, no, they woke me up this afternoon, man.
At 3 o'clock this afternoon.
I took a gram of RSO after I got back, and in the morning, and fucking it had to be like 10 o'clock. I took it, and I didn't wake up until 3. And then I literally stood up to go to the bathroom and realized that I needed to lay the fuck back down. And I didn't just wake up until like 3 hours ago, man. I woke up, she had a beer, I started drinking the beer, and I started coming out of it. But dude, that shit
I figured it's
whooped
6
my
o'clock.
ass, dude. Laid me right out, and I'm thinking to myself, how the hell am I supposed to take this shit? Huh?
He was like,
Yeah. See, I could do I was taking, because I had my friend break it out into quarter grams before and half grams. So, like, it was easier for me. I could take quarter gram in the morning, go to work, get my shit done, take a half a gram. I'm not moving very fast, and I would like to take a nap half the time. But, freaking, he gave me some quarter grams, some half grams, and then, like, some really full cart, like, pills. So I mean, the capsules. I mean, so it's more than a gram, right? So I ended up taking a gram one today because freaking I was like, yeah, wife's unloading shit because I was like, fuck it, you know, I got nothing else to do. I didn't realize it's gonna put me out.
Oh,
You didn't
you're
realize
done, Prophet.
really weird. Ever Just kidding, guys.
That-
Okay,
that-
I gotta go to the casino. I'm gonna check in later. You better be here. You and you.
when?
Where you going?
Well, to the fucking casino, man. Did I not?
I thought you were talking about after the show, man.
No,
Wait.
Give her mustache rides.
she is ready to go. That's
So
what
run your Zoom on the phone.
I'm
Do
gonna.
I get
So
to-
there's a
Do I
dead
get to
zone.
stay?
We have to drive through this gorge in Arizona, and it's a fucking dead zone, and we're gonna lose service. So I'll pick you up later.
That sounds creepy.
Well, fine. Fuck you too, then, bees. If you're gonna be like,
Sounds like a great place to
thought we were
dump a body.
dude, but you're just gonna ditch us like that, like on a.
Well, we were gonna
I'm
say
gonna-
have fun, but now we don't mean
We've
it.
got crazy pot bomb joining us and everything, Uncle Rick.
I mean,
I'm gonna bring you along. Don't worry.
I'm
Fuck
not,
you
uh,
and your
Uncle Rick
mustachio.
needs to know where you're gonna be. Show
Okay.
him.
no, I
can't show you. Okay, so
I'm
let's
not
say
waving
this is
goodbye.
Nevada, right? And it goes to a point, and there's a little bit, and we're gonna be like doink, right there, almost at the very bottom.
And where are you now?
He's been
he's in
described. He's
Arizona.
been described like that before.
Okay, so we'll say Utah's like, we'll just say it's this. Utah, I'm right down here on the very tippy corner, opposite corner of the Four Corners.
Okay, I know. Yeah, there's New Mexico and Arizona, Colorado, and Utah.
Correctamundo.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Remember that from what was it? What was that series? The
Allegedly, once upon a time, you used to
That's
be able
cool,
to
huh?
put a body part in each.
yeah.
But they have erected a monument now where you cannot.
You
do that.
cannot
Oh,
do that.
that's bullshit. I want to break dance in 4 states at once.
Dude, you're
What's
not
that
the only
tattoo
one.
under your arm? I've never seen that.
It's a snake, man. No, it's a rockabilly skull.
It's a pus head drawing, like did like Misfits, Metallica, a whole bunch of artwork like that. Thrasher, fucking artwork back in the.
Man, that's the Fonz.
That's the
That's
fun.
Henry Winkler. All right.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll catch you
Okay,
on the flip
buddy.
side.
Drive safe, and we'll see you at the casino.
Hey, brother.
What are you doing, Caribou?
He's building a rectifit.
What's that? What are you doing?
I've got a big fungus gnat problem going on in the tent. Now one of the I was worried about bugs and other shit like spider mites and stuff getting in there. So as a top dressing layer, just to kind of help make things look a little cleaner, I put some hydrogen on there. And now all the fungus gnats are hiding under the hydrogen and just living it up in there. And I'm getting real fucking sick of it. So I'm peeling the hydrogen layer off, and I'm going to do that root drench with the peroxide solution that we were talking about a couple of shows ago. Now, I was pretty fucked up then, because that's what we do around here. Can I confirm that it was about 6 mils per gallon for 30% peroxide that we decided upon?
Yeah. Make it 5.
Okay.
I think the math worked out to 6.2, but make it 5.
Okay.
And
like
I don't see a need to remove the hydrogen.
Well, because I'm gonna soak the hydrogen in its own thing, and is like I can make sure I get everything now. There won't be any little spots where like maybe just a little dry spot gets by, and that's where an egg is or something like that. Just pull it out, leave it out for a good couple of weeks. I might not even put it back in, just because I'm fucking sick of it.
Have you tried mosquito bits?
I have. It seems to take it down, but you mean the dunk coils, right? Or those donut looking things? Yeah, it seems to help, but it's just all it does is bring the population down a bit. They still there. It doesn't actually seem to kill them. So we're going to give this a go. Yeah, I got one of those big 2-gallon spray jugs now with the wand on it. So I'm all happy as shit of that. I'm going to soak the living shit out of every fucking thing that I can. It's I'm gonna have fun.
Have you considered nematodes? I haven't used them myself, but I've heard that they're quite.
I want to get to that point and where I'm using beneficial bugs. For right now, it's I could go to the local grocery store and get a jug of peroxide for $10, or it's gonna cost me. I'm gonna guess I'd say at least 50, including the shipping and stuff like that. Plus, I got to wait a week or around a week. For them to get here, and it's just I'll do this, but I think in the future I'm going to look towards nematodes or something with stuff like Persimilis if you're looking at spider mites or green lace wings, because I like the idea of that over chemicals.
Yeah, 311 is suggesting the mosquito bites abolished, is confirming it. You can take those little, they look like donuts, and even break them up in little chunkies and throw them right into your reservoir.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And then I've even tried breaking them up crumble them up as best you can and use them as a top dressing too, so that you got those actively in the soil. Because once you throw in your the hydrogen layer, you got your moistures pretty much locked in there. And
yeah,
I'm dealing with the same shit, Caribou. So what do you suggest the best is the mosquito dunks in my water?
Yeah, like do it. It definitely helps. Plus, it's a bacillus strain, Bacillus thuringiensis or something along those lines, right? So it's another bacteria strain. That's it's always good as we're all always talking about that kind of stuff on here.
Like they're not harming my plants at all, but they're like fucking fruit flies in the kitchen, eh? They're just a pain in the dick.
Yeah, exactly. They don't necessarily do a lot of damage, which is the good news. But they're a nuisance.
Yeah.
Like if I open this tent right here, you could probably see them. And it's I've been spraying. Like what I do is I bottom water now. I water the tray instead of the top. And then I'll spray every other day. I'll spray the top of the soil with a pesticide. I have there's a safer Zendol just where I can see them fucking skittering around. And it doesn't seem to fucking phase them. They just shed it right off, and next day they're fucking flying around just as strong as they were the last.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of playing with them. So I'm just, like I said, we're gonna try.
Are you bottom feeding as well, Caribou?
I was. And then So all these plants in this tent right now, I'm making the switch over to try and do synganics. I'm noticing what appears to be possibly calcium or magnesium deficiency in them. And I'm just like shit, because this is the soil that I built, put together from scratch like 4 or 5 months ago now, I think. And I'm just like, oh God, I already got this stuff going on. And plus I'm not allowed to brew teas in the house anymore because they fucking stink. So I got to start going cleaner routes. So all this stuff is in a living soil right now, but I'm using bottled nutrients, and I'm just not allowed to have stinky stuff in the bedroom anymore. Is kind of the gist of it. Girlfriend gives me shit.
Kind of a good basic rule. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, you know,
Kind of sucks.
well, I can't really even argue with it because this stuff kind of smells like wet cat food by the time I'm done like spraying and all that in there, and it's not enjoyable. So, yeah.
I did a heavy fishbone meal top dress the other week. Don't do that.
Note to self, eh?
Imagine.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Like
Hey,
sneak it in there.
Yeah.
Ask for forgiveness because it was very beneficial to the plants. But yeah, it's be prepared for 2 to 3 days of fucking open tuna can shit smelling your house.
Hey, Crazy Pop Mom, good evening. I was curious how your that plant that you had the powdery mildew with, how things are doing there.
Actually, with all our rain and everything and all the like bad weather we've had, I have no problems with it still.
Really? Great. Oh, that's good to hear.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like really, really thankful. Really thankful. My sister just had to take down 2 of hers because she just couldn't bat it anymore. She's like, it's going to take it away. It's either take it down now and deal with it, or she just wouldn't have them. Right. So yeah, I'm thankful that whatever the hell I did it worked. So
Cool. Excellent. Yeah. Welcome, Raider.
Care of them. Sorry, I will be taking better care of them next year. I just wanted to see what problems I'd have out in the backyard. So I wanted to see what pests were going to be my problem and whatever else, right? So I waited and seen where, yes, I could have, like I did in my house, make sure every 3 days I fucking spray for shit. And you know what I mean? So I wasn't doing that out there, but I wanted to see and experiment because that's what I do.
I was along the same lines. I just threw mine out there, and I was like, let's see what happens. You know, like
Slugs will come up if you don't notice them.
Well, right now, all I have is the leaf hoppers and the powdery mildew. That's what I feel like I have to deal with and make sure I fucking combat that next year. I wouldn't have known that if I was fucking combating fucking 95 things this year.
Yeah.
You know, not that I won't have another problem next year, but I mean, I know.
At least now you know of these.
See, I was more on top of my plants during veg than flower, unfortunately, because fucking.
A good way I look at it is like with outdoor, think of it as like general produce. Like it's biomass almost. Because indoors you can control it and you get a very unique product, something that you've created and almost crop steered towards its outcome. With outdoors, there's so many variables. You have to think of it as like spinach or kale. It's hay.
Yeah.
Outdoor weed,
Mother Nature has more control than we do when it's outside. Hell's to the
If it's greenhouse or covered, or unless you're out there every fucking day since when you wake up till you go to bed, you can get really, really, really good outdoor. But if you're growing outdoor and you're just kind of letting outdoor do outdoor,
and trying your best.
Yeah, like this is what it is, man.
See, I put effort into it up until, like I said, the last 2 weeks, and like that's when the bud rot started because I wasn't there
if you
to
just
defoliate
something.
Yeah.
I wasn't. It took me 3 days to notice it because I was too fucking busy. That like I was leaving before the sun came up, and I was fucking coming home after the sun came down, man.
Yeah, if you take the exact same genetic and breed it, or sorry, not breed it. If you grow it inside a tent and in your backyard, even if you pay the most diligent attention to it, your indoor is going to be way better. I won't put an exponential amount to that, but it'll be a lot more. It'll be way better than the outdoor stuff. The outdoor will be leafier. It'll have more contaminants, more dirt,
Yeah.
dust, bugs, blah, 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 blah. But you know what the best is? When you grow an outdoor plant that goes 16 feet tall, it gives you 4 pounds of this larvae leafy shit. But every joint you roll blows your fucking top of your head off.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the Felician
I'll
hooker
take
is
that.
getting way too
I
tall.
ain't arguing the facts, right?
Yeah.
So,
See,
Yeah.
I was on top of everything, but the only reason I had a problem with this one was because when I put it outside,
The dog.
it went into re-veg. It went into flower
Wedding.
for like 2 weeks, produced buds, and
Then
realized it's not supposed to be in flower. I think the drastic from 18 to 15 hours confused it. So
How many people have shared the same experience this year? How many people in our group, in our panel? Because it's really freaky to have I mean, it's one of the hardest things for the plant to do is to go into re-veg. But it seems like this year I've heard more stories about.
You're right. I
that
didn't have
going
that problem, but Paula had that problem also because she was like, what is happening? But again, they had like 17 days of rain. Well, the
Yeah.
plant's like, well, fuck this baloney. I must be dying. You know, like it had a real reason why it did that. But yeah, it was
it
our
was
weather. It
probably
was so fucked up. The plants had
like
no
an
idea what
equatorial
fucking time of year
strain.
it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also heard that, Rick, a lot this year. I didn't have the problem, but yes, I definitely heard about it. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. I've never even heard of re-veg as much as I've ever heard about it this year.
Yeah, and
happened-
for some reason, I think I've even heard of in some cases this happening with the indoor plants. Okay, it just came to me. I think Stony was another one that he had the same
Yes.
problem outdoors with re-veg.
I've done re-vegs indoors because I wanted to know what they were like. You know what I'm saying? To do it.
Yeah.
But
Never had anything like that out.
but in all fairness, this is the first time I truly went outdoors and did it myself. And like I said,
Nice, G-Bay.
I think it was just a drastic change in a few hours that just I mean, if everybody's saying the same thing too, and they didn't do what I did, then maybe
I think it's humidity.
out of 4 plants, I only had 1 that did that. You know,
and
like,
they're all next to each other.
and they're all
Yeah,
in a
that's
line.
weird. Yeah,
You know,
I agree. That's weird. Yeah. Where at least she knew why because of the weather, right? But yeah, it's weird to have one go and not the rest of them.
actually, I got
Yeah.
5
I
plants.
started all mine and
That GMO is done.
I started my plants in March and then put them outside the very last week of May, first week of June. And out of the 10 or the 9 plants I put in the ground, 8 of them stayed vegetative. This one, the Granddaddy Black, went into flower and then came back out of flower and re-vegged and then went straight back into flower. So within a 6-week period from me putting it outside, it went flower, veg, flower, and then it stayed in flower. And I was like, I'm gonna pull this because it's just gonna get all fluffy and dumb and stupid. Because I've seen re-veg plants before and they don't turn out very well.
Yeah, they tend to
all of
be
a
airy.
sudden, the bud's starting to tighten up. So I let it go. And within 2 or 3 weeks, the buds were actually tight, like normal buds. So I'm like, okay, fuck, whatever. It's not costing me anything. Let it run. Well, I just pulled cactus buds. Like, I'll grab one out of the drying tent here. These buds are ridiculous. These are the top.
Sounds like what I just went through.
I missed you guys. I haven't been on.
We missed
Oh,
you
because of a
too.
haircut.
And I
I
was just
just-
gonna.
I was scared nobody would like me because I cut all my hair off.
They don't live with
We
you.
are ridiculous. Do you
love
know
your
that?
due.
Do you know how fucking ridiculous we are when we say shit like that?
Well, I had to do it for work and training for work. And I just started like last week or a week before last. And yeah, so the short hair is not really my choice,
Why
but
is it a work requirement?
it's not a requirement so much as my stress level is making my hair fall out. so I didn't want them to notice.
Man,
Oh,
it keeps
sweetie.
it out of their eyes.
And it keeps the hair out of my eyes. I can look down and stick you with a needle
Yeah. 'cause
without
you-
my hair in my face.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That would be a good idea.
Yeah. Lobotomy is what it is. All, all I need is to be able
Okay.
to see your veins.
I mean, she was a
Let's
bad
work-
girl, and I cut her hair while she was sleeping.
Let's work on that little stress thing. Okay, we need to get you smoking more pot. Or taking more
never smoked
RX.
pot
Get her
at all,
smoking
you mean?
pot.
Still haven't.
No, she's still like pure and all that crap.
That's the first
That's
I
time.
wouldn't call it
That's the
pure.
first time you and the word pure have ever been in the same sentence. I'm just saying, man.
That is freaking enormous there,
Except
G-Bay.
except
Holy
under
shit.
you're a pure pain in the ass.
I'm a pure. She said I was pure. Want me to hit you harder next time?
If it makes you feel pure enough. Whatever makes you feel pure, baby.
That's beautiful, man. Wow.
Yeah, G-Bay, what
Nice.
G-Bay's got going is fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, that pretty much was what I was dealing with. You should see the picture I posted. The fucking thing was like this wide and fucking like that. It was insane.
Is that on Cannabis?
Yeah. If you pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Well, here's my challenge with Cannabis on my computer.
Yeah.
I don't know how to search for somebody.
Oh. You just type in at and then type capital PROPHE and I
Okay.
I should come right
You
up.
put at and a capital P.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta
Nonprofit.
figure out. I gotta
don't think
figure
you
out
have
where
to
to
put
put
the
that. I gotta
The
figure
at
out
is
where
at
to
the
put
beginning.
at.
At the search, you gotta go. You see that? Do you have a search like a little magnifier glass up there? I know what it's like on the phone.
No, I do not. And that's
It's gotta be
I
a
do
search
not
bar.
have one of those on my homepage, on my Cannabis homepage
Okay.
on my computer. I do not have a search.
What do you
thing.
see, Uncle Rick? What do you see right now on your?
Show
main
us what you see. If it's
Here,
on your
let me
phone.
show you. Let me show you what I see.
Let me show you something.
No, seriously, because we can help. All right, Uncle Rick. That's
Okay.
what.
So
Yeah, it's right there. You see the magnifying glass right next to your home?
no,
That
well,
thing.
here,
Right
okay,
there.
okay.
That
yeah,
that
but
there
watch.
be it. No.
That
Okay.
doesn't take me there.
Hold on a
Wait a
second. All right. Now,
I've been through
Right
all
there,
these
right there,
buttons,
Uncle Rick,
and
to the
right
bottom.
there to the right. Right there to the right. It's got little question mark above.
Down.
After all
Go
the
down.
time,
Go down. Go down. Go
See where it
right
says
there.
all-
Yeah.
oh, there it is.
That there right there.
Thank
try to pull a
you.
profit now and see.
Yeah. Type in.
Just write his name. Don't put the at.
Yeah. Just write my name in. There I am.
There we go. Okay.
Don't unfollow him, Rick.
Don't,
You just
we
unfollowed
unfollowed
him.
you.
My mom's gonna be so mad.
Oh wow! Look at that, man! Look at that. What strain is that one there?
That's
Oh,
a wedding
Wedding cake.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
If
actually
you
had
keep, if you go
people
down
come
a
over
few,
to help him
if you
with
keep
that
going
one.
down a few, I got a few of the colors that I cut.
I can't believe your face is in here so much.
What are you talking about? I'm on a
You-
fucking video.
You never used to put your face.
You guys in here, I can't believe you put your face on there. We're on YouTube every
That's what I
Friday.
just said. What are you talking about? I'm on
I
a
know,
fucking
but
video.
he used to only take pictures like this.
Oh, okay. Well, I get that. I never was on video or camera either. But
If
then
you
I,
actually,
I'm
yeah,
not
if you
there,
keep
like,
going, you'll actually find the plant before I chop it. That
Oh.
That right there.
that was one bud.
I ain't
Right.
got shit on that.
The wedding cake.
That's
Oh.
that's hypothetical. Hashing got.
gorgeous, gorgeous.
Oh my God!
That's
Hypotheticals.
pretty
also.
good.
Yes.
Oh my God!
It's
That is-
hypothetical. Fucking breeded it. You know.
It's my hashing.
You didn't shit it out.
Yeah, the purple
Why
is.
do I know?
I mean, I don't even know what I got out there, but they're all from height, and but they're nothing like this, of course. But the purple and I'd refer to it more as black rather than
That's
Yeah.
that's before
That's
the
just the
sun.
bud.
That's before the sun hit it. because
Yeah.
it looks way more like brighter
Purpley.
purple. There's another one in there. That's the Felician hooker I got going.
See how far up the fence she is?
I got plenty of time. That all right?
Oh,
See
that's awesome.
that right there was the wedding cake. If you keep going down, before I started cutting at it.
That's a giant.
Yeah, if you go back, if you keep rolling down, you'll actually I got a picture of the whole plant.
Oh wow.
I wish you took better pictures.
And I caught my dog shitting behind my
Right.
Yeah,
headband.
that's
This one
her.
here.
That's it right there. Yeah, if you go, if you go into the pictures,
Yeah, that's Roxy
And
helping.
it should pop up and show you what it looks like. I'm pretty sure I got a back view.
Wow.
How would you?
I'm sorry. You're asking me to do something.
Yeah, that's it right there. All right, so if you go into that,
The next one down.
the next one down, I'll give you an idea of what's going on. All right, now hit that picture. Hit the picture of it. No, go up, 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 and click back on the picture of it. Bingo. Yep, hit it.
It's not doing anything.
What about the three?
The number 3.
The number 3. There you go.
It should show you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, all right,
I
now
see.
click. Go to the right arrow. That's off to your right.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. Wow.
They should show a back one. I'm pretty sure I put one in there.
Pretty sure you didn't get that one from the back.
No, I didn't. All right.
That's the side.
the picture.
I don't know. You've taught me way too much in one episode already.
Okay.
This is the first time I'm seeing cannabis from a computer. So
That being said, the one on the front is a wedding cake.
yeah, that's a headband.
The one behind it's a headband.
And the one behind that is if you pop out of this and you go down one.
That big ass one's a headband.
Yeah, pop down.
Somehow I'm lost.
I gotta line up.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
back up again. All right, go down. And that right there. Nope, down one.
You skipped past.
Oh, you
it
skip.
again.
Go up again. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up.
No,
Did you
go
go?
down.
No, he passed it. All right, go down. Go down. This shit's moving fast over here.
I have no
He's
idea.
fucking with me.
All right,
I don't know. if
keep
he's
going
fucking
down.
with you or
Keep
not.
going down.
What are you trying to show him? The dog pooping
No,
on the headband?
I want to go a little farther down. That's all. All right, that right there, that picture.
The one
No.
at the yard.
To the left.
Not that one.
Not that one.
He wants to show you the yard.
The yard will give you up one. Right
Where
there.
it says
Love in my yard. Go in there. That'll show you the plants I have, and I can show you how big that headband, the wedding cake was,
As compared to everything else.
as compared to everything else.
The Felicia Hooker's tall. Headbands wide.
Up, 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 up.
He just
Where do I
loves
click? Where do I?
That picture,
the picture,
the picture that you can kind of see that's at the top of your screen.
like green.
I think it's
Is that the
there.
one?
You go. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So the one right there, the smaller one, was the lower one. So on the right, you got the coffee. Then you had Then the next one's the headband, and then the next one was the wedding cake I took down that had those colas, and the one on the left
The
is
Felician Hooker
the one on the
that's
left
getting
is
too
the
tall.
Felician hooker. So
Oh yeah.
even though that the wedding cake stayed so short and stubby, especially after my dog stepped on it and cropped it,
Yeah.
compared to everything else, it kept its height real low and everything real tight and dense, and I ended up with
Cool.
like 8 or 9 big ass colas. Everything else I just kind of I do my normal thing, but all those those other 3 were put out when they were already like 2 feet, 3 feet tall, and I put the wedding cake out there right from my clone machine. So I wonder if maybe that had something to do with it as to why it switched.
Oh, you mean recent?
Out of those folks,
It was probably the time of the date that you put them out. That probably had the biggest effect. How much sunlight they were getting over the.
they were all getting the same hours, and they all went out the same day.
Okay.
The only difference is that one came out of my clone machine into the ground. The other ones
Right.
were already potted for several months at 18 hours and then put into the ground. So I don't know.
So how are your plants, Uncle Rick?
Say again.
How are your plants? Didn't you have some going?
I got a mixed bag. I think I've got about 8 left. I harvested a couple, I haven't even tried them yet. And I got 10 other ones, but they went through so much shock and abuse. I had
You
no
shocked and
expectation.
abused your girls?
Badly, really badly. And then I got depressed, and I thought, fuck it, I'm not going to even feed. I'll just feed them out of my fish pond and keep
You
them alive.
starved your girls too?
Well, they pissed me off. I mean, I pissed myself off for putting them where I put them, and they ended up a rainstorm just wiped them. I mean, it was so sad, so
Aw.
sad. But
Uncle
anyway,
Rick, I'm gonna send you a handful of these.
what do you got there,
some
buddy?
These are really good autoflowers here. I've
That's
ran a
all
bunch of
otters.
these, so
And
they'll
they
be
have
good in the BC environment. I'm telling
they
you.
have and what are their names? Is this your own breed?
Yeah, it's called sweet haramberry. So it's a haramberry cross sweet harambe. So haramberry is a blackberry auto from Fast Bud cross Gorilla Glue auto.
Putting plants in there.
And the other one is a Girl Scout cookie auto from Royal Queen Seeds cross the Gorilla Glue. And I bred them together, and they're rocking. I got a bunch in this tent right now. It's hard to say. I can't really say exactly what they'll do, but for me, they're stable and they're running great. Yeah.
Are these the
on.
ones that are
Right
coming
on.
to my house?
And and now if we're talking outdoors, how many days would it take from seed to harvest?
I want to say it's the mother and the father were kind of two completely different plants. The mother was like a 70-day short autoflower, and the father was like a 70-day short autoflower. The mother was like 100-something day tall, longer autoflower. So I'm looking, the ones I'm doing right now, they turned out to be around right in the middle, about 90 days and 2 to 3 ounces. I'm getting like a peach kind of fuel mixture kind of scent. Where are we? Here it is. Good seed grab.
And is it would you say that it's sativa or indica dominant?
It's I'd say more indica maybe. Like this was an outdoor one, but I was gonna grow this plant for seed, so I can't really judge it on this plant. I didn't grow this plant optimal for flower. This plant was about 4.5 feet tall, and it was grown in a 1-gallon pot, so it struggled a little bit. But you get like a peach apricot kind of, and mixed with some fuel, and it's a nice light smoke for me. It's not a bedtime smoke. It's something you can puff on during the day and almost not get an effect from it, but if you want to sit somewhere and smoke 6 joints and chill and not be all fucking banged up, that's the stuff right there. You'll be talking, You'll be chatting, you'll be enjoying your time, but you're not going to be, like you smoke my Mendo breath, you can't get half a joint into you before you're half retarded. So this stuff will,
I'd rather do that.
This stuff's something you can smoke socially, right?
I don't know, man. Smoking 6 joints seems like a lot of work.
Well, drink 6 beer. I can do that pretty easy.
G-Bay, are those the ones you were talking to me about?
Yep, I've got the stuff in the jar here. I have is I was the one I was experimenting with. I do have F2 seeds of I don't have any bud of that, but it's the Haramberry, which is the blackberry cross Gorilla Glue. I've still got lots of testers left. Just DM me your address if you're in Canada, and I'll get you some.
Well, you know I am. You met me here, silly.
Well, yeah,
You know
come
who I'm
on.
talking to, right?
I'm broadcasting that out to the.
Oh, I thought we were talking one-on-one. Sorry.
It's like hidden in a secret layer underground. Come on.
Somebody
No, it's cool that you're giving me a win.
We'll
That's
get you
awesome.
some seeds. Like
Go ahead,
let me show you the ones I'm growing now. These were planted. Let me see. I'll check the list here. What's the list say? Started August 1st. No, that wouldn't be right. That's not right. That's something else. These I think they're 3 weeks old, probably. Yeah, not even 4 weeks old. Or no. 6 weeks. I don't know. Fuck, don't believe me. But these are the all. I got it written down somewhere.
Those are at week 9. Quit lying.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? That might be right. Yeah. I got so much shit going on. It's you can't follow me. But yeah, these are a cross between the Haramberry and Sweet Harambe. So it's if you took 4 squares, 2 of them would be Gorilla Glue, 1 would be Blackberry, 1 would be Girl Scout cookies. So their genetics are 2 part Gorilla Glue, 1 part Blackberry, 1 part Girl Scout. I'm just waiting to sex them. 2 of them popped up and were male within, literally within a week or 2. Maybe 3 or 4 inches tall. They were already males. So got rid of them, and we're growing these ones out to see what happens, and we're probably going to do a seed run out of them.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm just super curious because I have a grow tent coming for my males. Yeah, I know. I'm not busy enough. I fucking decided that this is what I need to do now too. I'm fucking retarded.
Yeah.
How?
I was
What?
expecting caribous to be at least 1 male out of the 3 that I popped, and no, they're all girls. I'm like, whoa, holy shit. So the
That's
grow
good.
tent not being here is a good thing because I was like expecting one of them to be a boy.
What size of tent did you get, Caribou Pop? Caribou.
That's
Crazy.
funny.
Crazy Caribou Pop Mom.
Was that a combo?
Right?
We're
Yeah.
merged. It was starting to form like Voltron over here.
I think it's a 2x4, but for some reason I keep feeling like it's a 2x5, but I'd have to like double check that information. But at least a 2x4.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited because I keep talking about this. I'm going to end up with a male here and I don't want to get rid of it this time because the last time I was just like, I know I don't need to get rid of it if I was just ready.
Yeah, frog.
Okay.
Hey,
Bongo.
Mrs.
Second back,
CB.
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thanks.
So I guess I'm never gonna get my pendant, eh?
Hey, girl.
You are. I've been sick for a few weeks now, so I haven't been able to put on
Oh.
my respirator.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're feeling, you sound now that you mentioned it, sound a little bit in your throat there. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a stupid COVID test. I'm negative. I'm good.
Good.
Just a typical flu that you never hear of anymore.
Right?
No shit,
Or
eh?
cold or something. Yeah.
Yeah, those things
How's
we used
everyone
to get
been?
all the time that we now don't even acknowledge them. Yeah.
What's this flu you speak of? I've heard of it in history books.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah. It might come around again one day.
So what projects have you been working on there with your epoxies?
Yeah, I haven't been. I've had to put it down for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
course.
just with the with not being able to breathe very well, the respirator on it, it's kind of slows down your breathing in the first place. So yeah, it hasn't been.
Yeah. That would have been a little scary.
It's killing me.
That would have been a little scary.
Yeah, actually, it was for a little bit, just because of the hype of everything, right? And nowadays you get sick, and it's the first thing people assume, right? So yeah. I wasn't too worried. I've been more sick than this, so I figured it probably isn't, but I just wanted to play it safe.
Yeah. So when this whole thing started, it used to be like if I wanted to fart, I would cough to try to hide the sound. But now during the COVID, I would fart to try to hide my cough. It's just weird how that works.
Right?
So are you farting to hide your cough?
Not yet.
No, I was asking Rick if that's what he was doing, because that's what he used to do to hide. He coughed to hide his fart. I'm curious if he's farting to hide his cough.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
See, the history books are going to be changed. Like BC isn't going to be before Christ. It's going to be before COVID. That's how shit's going to go down. Oh, when that happened, BC? Oh, yeah, man.
We've already started that here.
Caribou, what did you... Caribou, what'd you do, buddy?
He thought he could hug his hot chainsaw.
Well, I accidentally ninja kicked the top off my aloe plant right here.
Oh, yeah. Looks good.
So I was stepping over it and I ninja kicked it off. This is still left over from a couple weeks ago. Remember me telling you guys I wiped out and I was racing kids on the scooter and I ate shit real hard? Well, this is from that. It was a little bit bigger, so it's pretty well healed. That's the worst of it left. But anyways, I ninja kicked the aloe off, and so I figured I should put it on there.
Just say the start of that sentence again slowly.
What's that, G-Bit?
Say the start of that sentence again slowly.
I ninja kicked the top of the aloe plant off? That one?
No. I was racing kids on a scooter or something.
I'm 15 again. What's this shit?
Well, no, the best part about it is, though, is before I even set foot on the scooter, I was like kind of thinking to myself laughingly, watch, I'll wipe out, fuck myself up, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you guys, I'll be 40 at the end of the year. I'm going to play safe. I know how to do that. No, I don't.
Yeah, so I was watching some show the other day, and it was like I would describe this as maybe a skateboard, but in the inside of it, it had a big wheel, and it was like one of those Segway things. I think it's motorized somehow, and they're going through the trails in the bush, and I looked and I thought, oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool. And then I thought, wait a minute, I'll fucking kill myself on one of those.
You should watch some YouTube videos about people around your age getting on those things. And
oh, no.
take some pretty hard falls, man.
Oh, I guess so.
I've been watching the milk crate challenge. Oh my God, that's just insanity. Well, not insanity, it's just pretty stupid. But I actually was thinking of one, me and my boy today. We were like, we should do the paint bucket challenge, like fucking gonna stack up paint buckets and walk them up like stairs and then make your way back down. I was on the third bucket and I was like, damn, I wish we had more paint buckets so I could finish this.
Hey, Prophet, can I ask a professional question, please?
Maybe.
So here's the deal. I've got a fence that I want to put some stain on. But I've been told, though, that, and I have to do some math conversions here, I think it was, now this is in Celsius, 10 degrees. What would that be in Fahrenheit?
Are you asking me how cold can it be until you can't put stain and paint out?
Thank you.
50 degrees is pushing your luck during the day, because nighttime, if it drops below like 35 to 36, it may not stick. It could very well freeze. My suggestion is to Fahrenheit, try to stay like where you know the nights aren't going to be too cold, you know, like, or if you have a really warm day and cold nights, you can kind of get away with it. It's all about temperature because everything that, like, there is some water in
Not
something,
now.
it'll freeze.
I
You know what I'm
only
saying?
have one thing to say about your picture, G-Bay. Your old lady's a lot better looking than you are. And second, if you ever shave
What
that beard off,
happened?
you're fired from the show. You're not allowed on the show anymore if you shave that off. We're gonna
Don't-
get
We found that last night.
Anybody
Don't-
that gets rid of the facial hair is fired from now on.
I was 18
Wait, I'm
years
allowed
ago.
to shave the way I normally
Oh my
do, right?
goodness.
That's up
You
for
were
debate,
young.
Prophet. You're kind of an OG around here, but at the same time, you did break the rules, so kind of you let it fall in.
I got fucking lazy.
Ah,
Maybe
you're a
we'll-
handsome
I was on
couple.
Arrow 2-0, for fuck's sake.
Welcome, Smashed Cannabis.
Hey, no, you guys look great. That was especially him
Yeah.
without his beard. He was so pretty. He
Sound
might
like
have
a
been
boss.
he might have been prettier than you without his beard, though. Just saying.
I was planning weddings back then. Like,
Yeah, he was a hotel manager at the time.
yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah, I was 18.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's not talk about it.
Wow.
And not too bright, right? My wife says the same
No, I
thing.
wasn't.
No, she wasn't that bright at the time. She was just 18.
Yeah, I was. It was easy pickings.
Yeah. I was sucker.
Hey, look what I got.
He tricked me.
I can go to the
Yeah.
bar. I can get us beer, you know.
I was going to the bar
My
at 16.
boyfriend runs
Prophet.
the bar.
I had fake ID since I was 16.
Yeah, but I always found it more, I don't know, even as a kid, it was just like, I don't want to sneak into a bar and have to pay out the ass when I could
Oh
sit
no,
and buy
that's
my
why you have the
bottle
tab at the
alcohol.
liquor store.
Yeah, that or you pull a hey
When
buddy.
he gets drunk before, let's go have fun.
Oh.
Smash. Good to see you, buddy. Good to
What's
see
up,
you.
Rick? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, ready for the weekend. Yeah, okay. So it's going down to 9 and 8. So hey Siri, convert 9 degrees centigrade to Fahrenheit.
14, 32.
Is it dab time?
So my question,
It's 32, right?
48.
48.
48. So my question is, the follow-up question would be,
How old's the fence?
okay, it was 2x6 treated that were put up this summer, this spring, late, or wait.
All right, so it's not an old fence that you're gonna have to power wash and everything else to get all the mildew and
It's
whatnot.
no.
Brand new. You're just trying to get a coat on there. I've done paint in colder weather. I've got you can get away with it, but you're pushing your luck. You know, just
Yeah.
I don't want to be
and-
like, yeah, you could do it, and then it starts peeling or it doesn't. You know,
And
Okay,
it's
so
not smashed.
this is the consequences of painting or letting it, if it's too cold, is
Yeah.
it will peel. It will peel.
yeah, because the water and stuff actually crystallizes and becomes ice, and then that becomes a concentrated spot of rather paint. It's more water in those little spots, and then when they thaw out, you basically got a thin layer.
Thaw out.
I got it. I got it.
Out. You have a thin layer, and it's
You're
easy.
not going to want to paint under 55 degrees.
That's yes, and at nighttime,
if
if it drops below 35,
And if you
that's
do, yeah, and if you can get it painted and it's going to drop below, you want at least 3 to 4 hours of set time before it freezes.
Okay. 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 Now, excuse me. I was talking about nighttime temperature, like, and then for the next couple of days, we're having some beautiful, incredible weather. I'd have to do the math again, but you know.
Are you doing a colored stain, clear stain?
It's more or less a clear stain. You'll still see all the
Okay,
the,
so you just
the wood
clear
grain.
coating it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you started off and you're having really warm days, you could probably get away with it as long as you started early and got it through, and it still had a good amount of time before it got cold. If you were trying to get it done.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking what I'd like to do then is to take full advantage. I figure it's about going to be maybe a 2-3 hour job, but 2 hours. I want to get Buddy to give me a hand. So do it, say, late in the morning, and then allow
As soon as that as soon as that temp's up there, get it on there, and then you should, if you got a good amount of the time
for the rest of the day,
it should set. It's gonna suck it right in because it's bare wood. So I mean,
now it has been. Excuse me. It has been treated. It's treated, but yeah. So
it's still bare wood. Bare wood tends to suck in paint. You know, that's why I usually do 2 coats of everything, because the first coat, even if it's got paint on it, it's like trying to cover something in one coat. Unless it's close to the same color, it gets pretty tough.
His hands are shades of color.
Yeah, I got several different shades from earlier today on my hands. But I didn't have to fuck around with oil in the last 2 days. I've been stuck in a room painting with oil paint, and I swear to God, it reminds me of being like 1920 spray painting in my bedroom. You know, like I got a headache right fucking in the front of my goddamn head. Like, ugh.
I'm raising my hand like a good girl.
What's up, man?
I'm raising my hand like a good girl. Wait, okay.
A while. Go ahead.
When are you sure?
Just give her
a please. I'll hold my thought. My blue kiss thought.
That's awesome. Okay, so Crazy Pop Mom.
What are your hands work?
Everybody, hands show. Hands up.
Come on.
Okay. No, I wanted to show you what I bought myself for shoes for work and see what you thought. Okay.
Okay.
These scared my son.
They scared your son? Oh, fucking A!
Are they? Do they have any fluorescence to them?
No.
No, they're just every color you can think of mixed together.
I love them.
And are they comfortable?
Right, that's my problem. I always buy them.
No fucking idea.
I've worn them once. I wore them once with no socks, so I'm waiting for those calluses to heal, and then I'll wear socks with them.
Yeah.
I've been arguing with her for 5 years to fucking wear socks, especially when she wears her boots and shit. I'm like, put on a pair of fucking socks. Yeah, I'll get to it. Doesn't, comes back, bitches about blister. I'm like,
maybe I like my blisters.
She's too cool for socks. What are you talking about? I don't carry an umbrella.
No, that's just stupid talk, okay?
Yeah, but you ruin shoes without socks.
Yeah, man. You sweat worse into them, fucking.
Well, you know what? That's one summer many, many years ago. Everything seems to be many, many years ago with me. But anyway.
So it's BC, huh?
It's starting to be that way with me too. Go ahead.
So I decided I was going to be cool and wear in the summer wear my runners without socks, and that's what I did. And it was a couple of weeks into summer, and then one day I took off my shoes and I thought, what is that smell? Well, it was my shoes. Oh my God, what a stench. Oh, now I know why you got to wear socks with your shoes.
And boys' feet are so bad, like at any given moment. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine in socks. Oh my God, no, it's
I think genetics has something to do with it as well, because like everyone in my family, female or male, our feet smell the same, and it's disgusting. Like me and my brother smell the exact same. Our grandparents, exact same.
Why
Mom
you all
and
sniffing
Dad,
each other's feet?
same.
Profit
Not
face
those
right
Okay.
now is so
It's
fucking
that
hilarious.
when we kick off our shoes at the
Yo.
front door.
I don't know what my
Someone-
brother's feet smell like. Why
Okay.
y'all sniffing each other's fucking
Okay,
feet, man?
well, because we all kick off our shoes at the door, and when you
Uh-huh.
open the door,
How do you know it's like just not a combination of y'all? How do you know it's like, oh, we all smell like this?
because there's only one smell, and it smells like Briggs feet.
Yeah, but it could just be the entourage effect.
I hope that's the case, but no, it's not true.
So thank you for sharing. Those are
What's the
exciting.
socks?
How many colors have we got? Are we dealing with on those shoes? How many altogether? There's got to be.
Altogether.
Let's
All
have
right.
let's have a raffle. I'd say 12.
Say
How many?
9.
9. So while
You want her to count?
White Widow is counting.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
So yeah, Blue Kiss earlier in chat, she had said asked a general question to everybody. Have you started harvesting anything from your outdoors yet? And then I was just ready before White Widow interrupted me to make a comment on the same. I'm kidding. On the same thing, and I happened to glance over at chat, and here's Blue Kiss. Uncle Rick doesn't love me anymore. I'm too set in my ways. He likes the babes that don't give him shit.
I saw that. I kind of laughed. I was gonna say something, but I was like, nah.
I give him shit. When he asks-
Yeah.
Boom! That's a
Oh
pop
my.
button right there.
All my bitches give me shit. Come on, Blue Kiss.
Hey, my mom's a very nice lady. You don't call her a bitch. It's whore. I get paid.
DP, good to see you, buddy. I saw your logo all night. Are you at work?
Yeah, I'm over here at the old job.
Cool. Right on. Hey, now it's not that I'm casing the joint, but I was wondering if you'd show us the most expensive thing in the shop.
All right.
It's his ass.
And tell us, about
Oh,
it.
please let us know if you're shit.
Let's see. I don't even know what the most expensive. Probably one of our Empire pieces because they're just overpriced as it is. Get this background off.
Have you expanded? You came in there as a to help them with improve their situation with their davers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to the owner into getting some nice quality pieces. We just got a bunch of Pulsar pieces in. Trying to get them to get some, some bear quartz at the minimum or something like that. But I mean, we got a pretty good selection of perp surface and stuff.
Yeah,
I want an Evan shirt banger so bad.
Yeah. These are all the new pieces we got in. Pretty cool little marble set still.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
No hitting till later.
These MJRs, they're nice. They're nice little dabbers. Nice little dabbers.
Hopefully, if ever I get the money, Seven, I'm gonna fucking buy a Mike Luna Dragon. They're like 10 grand.
Oh fuck yeah, right?
Oh yeah.
Sequence has been blowing glass lately.
Oh, he started, has he?
Yeah,
I
he's
already hit him
sticking
up. He's got
fucking
the
hand in
kiln.
the flame. He said.
Like the second.
That just suck. That would hurt.
Love it.
He's got the kiln and everything too, though. So he's really
Yeah,
doing
he's got the
it.
whole setup. He's ready to go, man. He's rocking and rolling. That's dope.
That's exciting, man.
Super excited.
Yeah.
I already requested a piece be made when he gets decent enough.
I just want a marble set.
I want a pendant. I figured he'd start off with pendants and marbles. So
Yeah. What's everybody smoking on tonight?
Skittles.
Purple punch.
I want a Puffco.
Fucking straight up diamonds, bitch.
I would get the
Man, that's not true.
Dr. Dabber.
Nice, man. I don't know the name of
You
it.
ever seen the Dr. Dabber switches?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. I swear, most of the sales tonight have been oil burners. It's been ridiculous.
What was that, G-Bay?
We're highlighted. He's wondering why.
Diamonds.
Yeah, I wondered that about 10 minutes ago too. And then I looked at you guys and you guys were like clicking it on and off for your voice, trying to get it off of you. But everybody was talking because I was going to comment. I was like, you're wondering why you're highlighted too, right? Because
That's those diamonds.
but you're not stuck there, but it's
Yeah,
stuck there.
It's freaking us out a little bit.
I know.
You're on gallery with me.
Yeah, G-Bay's got them diamonds though.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're VIP then. I'll keep the green square. Fruity
yeah,
Pebble diamonds.
El Dancarino coming in.
Ooh, El Dancarino. I like Smash.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I want to shout out to Smash here. He's just chilling.
Yeah,
He's
you
got
look
the lights all switching, blowing clouds.
Mark,
Yeah.
or sorry, GBA guesses you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like, oh damn.
This is a warning for anybody that has easy trigger seizure triggers to
seizure warnings.
flashing lights. Don't look at cannabis
It's really slow. I make sure I put it slow enough that it wouldn't affect someone with epilepsy.
How would you know? Unless you had epilepsy.
Our kids have stuff like that in their
It'll be a
room.
messed up message in live chat. It'll just be a bunch of random fucking.
I try to keep it away from the strobe lights. It's just kind of changing.
Ooh, Prophet's got the dams.
What's that? I got some too. What do you got?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. Somebody gave it to me.
Oh, you know what that is.
I don't.
It looks similar.
I think it's crumble. I'll be honest with you.
Is that from
Oh, sorry.
No, Rich gave it to me. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck it is.
I
Somebody
don't
gave
know
it.
who that person is.
It tastes like fruit though. I'll be honest with you. It's got a really fruity, terpy fucking taste to it. It's really nice.
What's she smoking cup?
Should we be doing up another dab frog there, Rick?
Stony the hell for a soup
I'm thinking.
Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. I gotta get some of my dab.
What are you smoking, Pot Mom?
Crazy
Skittles.
is just constantly smoking.
Well, she blew smoke at the screen, so I kind of wanted to know.
You know,
He blows every fucking 5 minutes.
I find it funny when
That's all I
people
do on the show. Where have you all been?
when people are like, oh, this show doesn't cost money, and I'm like,
I
really,
was over for half a day and I slept the best ever.
dude? I slept the whole fucking day.
I didn't even get a chance to say hi to G-Bay's old lady.
Well,
Hi,
that's-
G-Bay's old lady.
that's how it
How
is.
are you?
I love your hair.
I was just
I've
gonna
always
say,
loved your hair.
Fucking sideshow
Yeah.
Bob over here.
All gone.
No, I love it.
oh, look what
Fun.
you did.
Oh, it's my dab tool right
Poke
here.
you in the face.
I've been scared to be on screen because I chopped my own mine off.
I love it.
I was begging her 2 weeks ago, why are you not on the show? Get on the show. We missed your pretty face. And she's like, I cut my hair. I can't. I'm like, no,
Oh,
you're kidding me
goodness.
right now, right?
I didn't even shun her or anything. Like I was just like, meh.
He didn't
Look, I think-
shun me, but
I
he
didn't-
fucked me either.
Ah, that's a
Caribou,
fun
I like
dude.
your shirt.
I had to go to bed. I had to get up early for work. I got you the next day, bitch.
Wah, 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 wah. See you next teacher. No, you just remembered that blowjob week was that week.
Well, you did. Right?
Jesus Christ.
Does anybody else know what blowjob week is? Anybody?
Summer Week is a wonderful institution that should not be forsaken or misspoken of at any point in time.
Any point.
I'll circle the date in my calendar.
Dude, you know what I learned? Steak and a blowjob day is like
Steak and a
Valentine's
blowjob
Day
day
for
is
dudes.
March 14th.
I had no fucking idea.
March
I
14th.
didn't either until about 4 years ago. So yeah, I was
Same
like,
here.
what? A what? I ain't
I was
telling
like,
my
what?
husband about
Steak?
that shit.
Steak. And I get a blowjob. Yeah. Blowjob week is every week. She's
I said, fuck the blowjob. What's this about steak?
Right?
So speaking of steak,
I'm not talking about, I know I should have.
Ew, gross.
What? I was supposed to barbecue steaks, but I ate too much RSO, and I've been saying this the whole show. All right, didn't shit get done except for me sleeping.
which I understand he needed, so I let him sleep.
My whole fucking body hurt, man.
But that doesn't mean you don't need to feed the bitch eventually.
You gotta feed it to her.
I'm just saying.
What did I do to myself?
What are we eating?
What are we eating?
What are we eating?
I don't know. What are we eating?
Got the munchies.
Yo, you know me. I'll sit here and I'll go grab a can of ravioli, and I'll eat that shit raw dog and bail.
You know, there's no raviolis.
I got one still left over.
That's for lunch on Monday. Don't do that.
Fuck that. I'll eat that now.
That's in a couple hours.
Yeah. If I make it through the show.
Yeah.
Without eating it.
I have like my munchies desk right by my bed with everything I get into in the middle of the night. And it's just like right before I crash. It's just like,
I fell asleep on the couch last night. That's how fucking, because I ate some RSO after I got home from work, and I was beat. And fucking, I could not be woken up. My wife was like, all right, give me 10 minutes. I'm going to clear the bed off. She had her paperwork spread out and shit. I'm like, all right, I'm going to lay on the couch. Laying on the couch, she came back in, could not wake me up. I can't wake up in the middle of the night eating fucking Tostitos. I woke up this morning, dude. You should have seen the fucking pile of chips that was on the floor in between the table and me.
That was you.
That was
the worst. Like when you roll over in the morning and you're just laying on a pile of fucking chips.
Usually that's white. Usually that's white with peanut butter on your chest.
I was fucked up last night.
I found Mark or G-Bay. Sorry, I found G-Bay one year, the day after Halloween, and we had these gummies to give out. But we lived out west, and we didn't know the first year that there was like snow, like past the height of your car, kind of snow. So we bought a lot of candy. Anyway, we had these like little body parts. They were all individually wrapped. And I found him the next morning on the couch with like almost 100 wrappers all over and opened gummies that he didn't even eat that were like stuck to his chest. It was brutal.
She's lying.
Hey, she's got pictures.
Exaggerating. You mean like 75?
If there's no
right?
pictures, it didn't happen.
One dummy.
That's funny.
Whatever.
I'm slacking on my duties. Looks like I'm guessing it's merch coming in.
Oh, right on.
Who? What? When?
Geez, when you left the controls, leaving people in the lobby, making them feel like a bunch of douchebags.
Who came in and bounced?
I think it's great.
I believe it's same guy coming in now. It looks like about the same picture, just maybe under a different name. Or just we have two different guys with amazing bud shots that both tried signing in here.
Who are you?
Let them both in.
Who are you?
Ganja. Shut up. You.
Prove it's you.
Red Setter in the house. Stony, welcome. Rasufa. Hey.
What's up,
Ganja, how are you tonight? Where are you tonight?
Oh, it's that one.
I'm reporting to you live from the fall migration of the striper.
Oh,
here we
goodness.
Oh, no.
That sounds
Here we got
romantic.
our local fisherman crew.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Some bait for some stripers in the harbor right here.
Are we gonna see some fish sex?
So what's the
just had
story? What's the story with that? They they only fish at night, or what's going on here?
The stripers will lead all the time, but they are definitely turned on at night. So
They're
definitely
getting
get a
their
lot of
groove on.
ambush. Yeah. So and they're just fattening up before their big migration down to the Chesapeake Bay from Boston.
They're trying to snatch up the Uncle
they?
Rick.
How big are they?
There's like big bait balls right in here. These guys got. This guy just had one, but
What are those
crashes.
lights there?
Just all on the pier and around the marina. There's all kinds of lights.
Well, they almost look like they're in the water. Some of those lights.
Oh yeah, it is the reflection of the lamps up there into the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
some
that's
serious
interesting.
bait balls in here though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just had one on. That's why I came on. I was like, oh shit, they just got one. But we
What
had
do they
we
use
had
it for bait,
a
Chris?
bad knot. Live pogies. Little live pogies.
Someone
Cool.
asked.
So did you make it? Did you make it into the Dead concert after all, Ganja?
I was in there. So that was the end of it. The last song, I heard like 4 songs outside, but yeah, it sucks. Everything shuts down way early nowadays. It sucks.
Oh yeah.
It used to be musicians never started before 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Now they're ending at 10. I'm like, what the hell, guys? It's ridiculous.
You like?
Hey, Tara.
Tara Love.
Hi.
Welcome.
I thought I'd
welcome.
take a chance and jump in and see what it's
Cheers.
up.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
How
Nice
you
to meet
doing?
you
Tara.
guys. Hi.
Glad you jumped on with us. Surprised you did.
What are you smoking on tonight, Tara?
Purple pound cake.
Oh,
I was smoking on purple pound cake earlier. I can't smoke in the house. I'm with people that do not want it in the house. I got to go outside. So
yeah, understandable.
I'd move.
And now she's not
I can
allowed
talk
have
to
it.
I can talk to him if you want. I mean, I'm pretty convinced.
What is, Tara
Medis-
Love? What is your T-shirt there? Herbalist. What is that?
the Niagara Herbalist. This is my dispensary, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm wearing
tell
this
us.
swag. Represent.
Cool.
Where is it
cool.
located?
Tell us
It's
about it.
located in St. Catharines, Ontario. And it is it's on 33 Lakeshore Road. It's a nice little dispensary. It's got a little lounge. It's got a little area to pick up your pre-orders or whatever. And there's an area where you can go see the bud tenders. And right next door is a place called High Q, and they do a bong cleaning service, actually.
Oh.
So you can bring in your bongs, your rigs, your pipes, your whatever glassware, accessories, anything, and they can get it cleaned.
Do
for
you
price.
know? Do you know the system that they use for cleaning?
Absolutely not right now. I have to
Well,
actually ask
the reason
them.
I ask is I've never seen it, but I've heard of what is it, like ultrasonic high vibrations as opposed to typical alcohol and so on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something similar to that. Yeah, their setup is absolutely amazing in there. It's
So,
incredible.
Really, that's cool. So you have a you're in Ontario. I don't know all the laws about Ontario, but you have a dispensary. You're supplied by the provincial government for your?
Well, we're supplied by growers and different farmers and stuff who are licensed by the province. Now it's not like medical. You can get medical. That is a option, but you can also go to like the dispensaries. Some of them are medicinal, some of them are recreational, some are both.
Okay.
So the one I go to is recreational. But I'm also on a medicinal marijuana patient as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it. Yeah, the in BC, there is the recreational, and there is no direct medical. I mean, no, there's no storefront. Let me put it this way: there's no storefronts for medical. You can only be supplied through the licensed producers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
as
enough.
a patient, or you can grow your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That is
so
an option too.
yeah. So have you had the store open long?
Oh no, it's not mine. I just
Oh, okay.
I just wear their swag, man.
Ah.
They give me stuff for free all the
All
time because
right.
I'm in there almost daily. They're around the corner from my house.
I was just
So they're
gonna
like,
say,
here you
Tara,
go,
you're
here's some
keeping
free
things from
shirts.
me.
Don't feel bad, Rick.
Sarah,
I
you're
thought she
keeping
actually worked there too.
I know. I
Thanks
thought
for
she.
saying it.
Yeah, the way you came off, you just like
We thought you worked there.
we were like, oh,
I
damn,
thought
all
she
right.
owned the place, for God's
Yeah.
sakes. Yeah.
They call it your
I've
dispensary.
just been smoking.
Listen.
I've been smoking a long time.
Listen,
I'm
you
40 years old.
At least you deserve
That's it.
an employee discount or a commission for the plug that you're giving them tonight.
Well, possibly, maybe.
Yep, you'll have to
I'll
mention that
just-
when you go back to the store.
I will. I'll be like, hey, I was wearing your t-shirt on a live show.
They'll be thrilled.
Yeah, they made another one for me. It's in tie-dye. They tie-dyed one for me.
Oh, nice. That's a cool
For
one.
free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god, I got so much Niagara Herbalist stuff kicking around. It's incredible.
No profit.
Where did you say it was? In Ontario?
So what do
St.
you
Catharines.
what do you like to buy from the store?
Oh my gosh, pretty much
Yeah.
everything else, but like I have a delivery service that because the provincial law in Ontario is you can only buy an ounce a day, and I buy in bulk. I buy at least 4 ounces a month, so maybe even a little more. So I go with a delivery service rather. So I get my pot from them, and then I get everything else from the herbalist, like glassware, accessories,
Okay.
God,
right
everything, just apparel, everything.
Right on. Listen, respectfully, with that amount of pot that you're smoking, we got to get you growing.
I thought the
well,
same
my
thing. Right?
father
Good call,
grows
Rick.
2 plants a year for the winter, sometimes 3. Like last year, it looked like a forest in the backyard. I was walking through, the trees were like, I'm 5'8" and the trees were like up here. But this year, holy shit, with the powdery mold and mildew, fuck, we had to cut it out early.
Yeah. Actually, I'm suggesting more indoor, like just setting up a little tent. If you have a 4x4 space, you do a little something like that for yourself.
Yeah.
This isn't possible, Uncle Rick. In her world, she's not even allowed to smoke in this house. There's no way they're gonna let her grow.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
why God invented.
And my
carbon-
father smokes too. So
Why
Yeah,
God
yeah.
invented what?
carbon filters.
yes.
I don't know, man. I've had some strains where a carbon filter just didn't do it.
Right? Yeah.
Had some strange, really.
Nothing strange. Well, besides you fucking weirdo.
If that's what he
Okay,
said, I
so-
shouldn't be answering, okay? So don't say that that's what
Oh
he
no,
said.
Oh,
she
babe.
jumped right on that.
I better be your strange before he is.
Okay, so
Nice.
somebody help me. Somebody help me here. Let's invite Sprocket Rages to the family. What's going on, Sprocket?
Hey,
What's going
Sprocket.
on, fellas? I'm heading to the grow, so I figured I'd just log in instead of trying to crashed the truck talking shit.
Right on. Yeah, keep your eyes on the road. Keep.
Yeah, if there's anything I really had to say, then I'll pop in.
I'm
Talk about
glad you made-
PM though. Holy cow. She's up in Ontario. You know, I'm in Lower Michigan, and the Lost Coast was preventing a big breakout. And then we had like 3.5 days of rain and 60 degrees. And I went this morning, the first sunny morning, and I went to check it out. And as I'm there plucking leaves, it just keeps piling on. Like, I mean, I would be in a spot and I would take the leaves off, and then I'd go to another one and I'd walk back by that spot and there'd be like 20 more. I could have probably stripped them bare besides.
Wow.
So I'm going to mix up a peroxide spray tonight and go at the butt crack of dawn and give them a wash.
Oh, good luck with that, man. It's a bitch.
It's a problem with everybody lately. Like it seems like everyone's got at least one that's giving them freaking grief this year.
By the way, it was G-Bay that was suggesting a technique. If you're using maybe something a little bit stronger, like take your hand and kind of allow use your hand to try to protect the bud and allow the leaves to come through your fingers, and then you can spray the leaves without hitting the bud. I thought that was a cool idea.
Well, I guess with the peroxide, you're not going to really mess up the pistils and the trichomes. Like the Lost Coast, it will turn your pistils brown. I've had that happen on the Banana Kush autos. But I think with the peroxide, it's supposed to be butter. Like it evaporates quickly and doesn't damage it, from what I'm hearing. So does anybody else done an H2O2 wash or spray? Because
I use hydrogen peroxide for powdery mildew resistance and stuff, but I just gave up this year. My outdoor I didn't have enough, dude. Even my sunflowers didn't grow, so I still have one plant outdoors that started to flower. It's just up, and yeah, I mean it's doing all right. But like everyone said, I was dealing with PM this year like crazy. I mean, I picked different strains to grow outside than I'm used to, and they all seem to get it.
Right.
And like
those photos are autos.
Oh, photos, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're growing autos.
Yeah, the big bud I have are fine. I mean, there's even one where the night nurse is like leaning up against it. They're intertwined and nothing on the big bud. So it's PM resistant. And I think because I was using the Montana silicate really early in the soil, they're in pots. Everybody else is in dirt. But I think that silicate probably helped a lot strengthening those cell walls and stuff.
Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking we should all really consider doing like washing your buds. Any outdoor grows. You should really seriously consider washing your buds.
Because like if you're close to a dirt road, yeah, wash your shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dust kicking around. If
but
like
also,
my back,
like my backyard, I was just gonna say all the insects as well. All the
I've never really had like insects. By the time I'm flowering and pulling, I mean, I would notice them if I was trimming. You know what I mean? Mine's in my back garden, kind of away from everything. So, like, I've dealt with spidery. I almost said spidery mites.
Spidery mildew. Yeah.
Man,
we know what you meant.
I wonder which one it is.
Yeah, that's the new. That's what we're going to be dealing with next year. Spidery mildew.
Great.
The Delta variant of spider mites.
It's because we all nuked them so many times. They've gotten a super mite now.
They mutated, yeah.
Sorry, I have used that 50% to 50% for the hydrogen peroxide and water. I have found it works. But I also use one in between there that has like soap in it and vinegar. So there's like, I toss and turn between the two of them, and that seems to work for me. Yeah, I haven't had any issues yet.
I've heard about adding vinegar to the actual peroxide wash as well. But let me ask you, you said 50-50. Is that like the 3% store-bought?
Yes.
hydrogen? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have like, I'm going to double check, but I think mine's like 37% food.
Yeah,
Oh,
you probably
I
bought the
can't tell you
strong
that
shit.
shit. I can't
Yeah.
tell you that. That's too high to make the
Yeah,
mathematics work.
Rasta Jeff said 15 mils per gallon, and then somebody else said 3 to 1. Somebody else said 5 to 1. I'm like, oh man.
Everybody
So-
says everything. I've always done 50-50.
Just
I
dilute
don't
it.
know who
Now,
told me that. But
Who told us for the
Fluffy
3%?
yesterday,
He said a quarter. Okay.
2 days ago.
Fluffy
was 2 days
said,
ago.
he
I
said
was pretty trashed. I thought it was
a quarter
5
cup.
milliliters per 5 gallons or some shit, but
No.
don't quote me.
He said a
Like
quarter
I said, I was
cup
trashed.
He said a quarter cup
per
per gallon.
gallon
Okay.
of the 3%.
Yeah, of
And-
3%, right.
Okay, and then we worked it backwards, and it works out to about, of the 29%, which is what you probably got, is 5 mil per gallon, and that would
Okay.
be for a spray. Yeah.
I knew there was a 5 mil out there. I heard it and I remembered it.
Well, I have one bud that the train wreck is almost done, and it looks beautiful. It looks like indoor. I mean, it is frosty and sexy and stinky, and even the not just the sugar leaves, but the fan leaves. The stems on the fan leaves have so many trichomes. When I was breaking them off, it was greasy, like absolutely greasy. It was great, but one of the branches there, it's a really weak structured plant. I mean, they're only golf ball nuggets and they're still breaking branches. And so one was broken and it had PM on it. So I cut it off and I'm taking it to the shop to dip in so I can practice. You know, if I dip it in at 5 mils and it doesn't work, then I can go to 15 mils. If I bleach it, then whatever. I know I went too far.
Yeah. Start off lower though. That's yeah.
Right. I mean, and there's one I have that's really bad, and so I'll probably spray that first in the morning, and then if I find it's not good, I'll just dilute it some more before I hit the other ones.
Yeah,
there is not enough vinegar to hurt the plants. Somebody just said something in chat about, oh my God, vinegar on your plants. There's not enough in it to actually affect them, I don't think. And then
I don't
somebody
spray
else
anything
said,
in flour. That's all I would say.
yeah,
I don't
me
like spray.
neither,
I'll cut
but
shit
when
down.
you're gonna cut it down and it's garbage, or you try and fix it, you try and fix it.
Yeah, I'd rather just start over. I have so many seeds, it's like not even worth the time to start over.
For brushing your
What's
teeth.
up, Eric?
There's 2 cups of lemon juice, 2 cups baking soda in the second
Baking
batch.
soda and vinegar are for brushing your teeth, not your
It's for a
plant.
science experiment. What are you talking about?
I'm just
I made
saying.
fake
I'm like,
photos.
what are we talking about in here? Because I'm like, I've never heard of this
Eric.
one. That's funny.
Hey, what's up?
This is why I don't watch chat.
You just gotta come in like a beast, bro. You just gotta come in here like a beast.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to kick
I
that
do
door
that.
down and
I
fucking
can
tell
kick
everybody
that
to
right now.
shut up. I'm here now. Listen to me. And we'll
What animal do you want to be?
Yeah. What a great turnout. And I just enjoy sometimes like watching in on some of the other frames, and they're muted, Mr. and Mrs. G Bay, but you can read the lips, and there's something going on over there, and all kinds of different little scenarios being played out here on
He's
Caribou
kicking
Heart
his
TV.
ass.
Welcome. Oh, isn't that pretty?
It's like Hollywood Squares up.
Yeah.
Rick and I and Fluff are like the only ones who know what I'm talking about. Everybody else is like, what are you talking about, boomer?
I'll take the babbling old man in the right corner for an X, sir.
I'd say this is a special occasion.
But here's,
I appreciate you not lumping me in with that.
What is that again? What is that?
This is a freak show leaf.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That is beautiful.
That's one leaf.
Yeah, one leaf.
Yeah.
Right, you got your typical seven blade configuration. For one.
Yeah.
So on and so forth, folding down, flip you the bird here, just so you can get a. Well, that's what like one
So
blade.
cute.
Yeah, I see that. That is so
I want to
cool.
play with that.
So right now, BC Stoner mom, she's in the tent. She's lollipopping and giving everything.
Good job, honey.
Fucking, and she is doing a hell of a job. She's being a lot more thorough than I do, and nicer about it. I get in there. I don't usually use scissors. I rip and tear. Not overly gentle about it. She gets in there. She's got the scissors and all proper. The plants are going to be a fuck of a lot happier for it. So
You gotta give him some love, buddy. Give him some love.
Abuse them in veg. They love it.
Don't abuse your bitches.
Dude,
Give them love.
It makes them stronger and better to go out in the world and not ask, oh my God.
They're being naughty.
I forgot that I had
Okay.
it still pinned
So how
on
many
myself. I'm like, everybody's like looking me right in the mug, like nobody wants to see that. Back to
Well,
gallery.
it is a caribou show, so
We
of course
all
we
love
want
to
to see
see
a man.
Caribou's face.
Aw, shucks.
It's all good.
What you smoking on tonight, Eric?
Which one?
Yeah,
Me?
yeah, you, buddy.
You might be freezing up on us.
Yeah, you, buddy.
Oh man. That was so...
I'm surprised. I'm good. I'm on mobile.
Hey man,
data.
I'm just smoking on some red bud over this way. There ain't nothing big here.
We're trimming.
Nice.
Hey, I got the bombest regs around over here.
I'm having a mushroom chocolate. Cheers, everyone.
The dankest regs. The kindest. Is that what you're saying?
Up another Gorilla Skittles here. Lays that.
So, G-Bay, that you hung that and dried it, and now you're trimming it and bottling it up, jarring it up.
It's a little premature to be jarring up. Like, I'll take it out of the jars and dry it. I'm just getting it all trimmed up now, but
Yeah.
I got an outdoor crop that's about to kick my ass in a couple weeks here, so I got to make sure everything's just trimmed and out of the way.
How long did you hang that to dry it?
It's only about 4 days now. I usually get about 2 weeks.
Ah,
So
yeah.
I'm just trimming it up now, but I'm gonna put it back into the tent at 60-60.
Okay.
And just it'll be basically off the vine, but on a dry rack. It's sitting there for another week or so before I put it back in jars.
Yeah.
It's just I gotta be kind of a step ahead of myself here right now. This was a weird plan. It like flowered, then re-vegged, then reflowered again, and they just grew these giant donkey colas. So,
Yeah, it
Same
sounds
here.
like deja
Same
vu.
here. Same
It sounds
here.
like deja vu. How many times I've heard that story this year?
I haven't
yeah,
had it
it's
happen.
not ideal. But I grew nine in the ground,
is that?
and this is the only one that did this. The rest
So-
of them are all regular flowering right now.
G-Bay, is
Yeah.
it like, is it bigger and dense too, or is it kind of fluffy?
It's
I had
what
one that
it-
was
it's
Pretty
it's
big, but kind
outdoors.
of fluffy.
Yeah, it's
mine,
outdoors. So
mine ended pretty dense.
Yeah, my 100.
Mine did the same thing as him. Same thing that his did pretty much.
It's dense as fuck.
Even though I had
One day,
4 other plants, I only had one that decided to do that.
I
Prophet,
had to
that-
take down a plant at 115 days, and it was fat, but it wasn't like, I don't know how to like describe. It wasn't like super like packed nugs. It was kind of fluffy, but it was big. They were big nugs. I don't mind that though. It's good for running. Like if you're gonna do like squishing and shit. People like it
Oh,
for
yeah.
bubble hash and
Good to
stuff
make
because it's
butter
more
with.
surface area.
This strain is super medicinal too. Like when you smoke this, you can taste oil in your mouth. So like the closest thing to smoking a joint that's dabbing would be this weed. You smoke a joint and you can literally taste oil residue.
So,
and it
G-Bay,
knocks
there's
you
a
right
plant.
out. The wife says it and I say it. and we're both heavy chronics. So, cheers.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. It's a little premature, a
That's
little
amazing.
leafy, like a little larfy, whatever. But the trichomes on it are intense, and they've been milky for about at least 3 or 4 weeks now. So
Yeah,
anything
but
I've been harvesting recently is fine, and I still have half the plant out there. So
it's
I'm
not
taking
all
the
about
top,
bag
that's all
appeal,
about
bro.
it.
It's not. It's not all about bag appeal. People think it is nowadays, but it looks good in a bag. But dude, I've had some of the best weed I've ever had. Didn't look good in a bag.
I tell you, if we're all sitting
Yeah.
around a campfire shooting the shit, playing guitar and stuff, and I roll a big fatty of this, maybe 45 minutes before everyone's fucking in their tent sleeping.
There's a strain I heard about like years ago
Yeah.
when we were first getting legal. It was called Pink Mingoo. It was like one of the first ones to have such a high. I'm guessing it has a high bricks, so they're releasing saponins or sap. I have saponins on the mind, but it's releasing like that like sap. I love plants that do that. Like if you ever tasted that stuff that comes out of your plants when you're flowering, it's such a sugary, like sweet. It's like a honeydew from like your plant.
Well, what
Wow.
is it? The what do they call it? The
I
the
can't think of the name
osmotic
right
pressure is too high or something.
Now, there is a term for it. Perfect Gardens just posted the other day a question about it. Said, "What's going on here?" So if you go to his page, he pinned the right comment.
Yeah, it's something to do with the osmotic pressure, like something. Yeah, like the VPD too, like something. The pressure outside the plant and inside the plant.
Kilopascals.
Yeah, there's something to do with that pressure needs to be balanced so that the plant can actually uptake shit in the roots, right? Like
Yeah.
it can't just absorb it. It needs to have that pressure to suck it up, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time I only see that like in the curing or hanging process is when I see it a lot. I had a couple autos do it recently. And I know they're not like that, dude. I trimmed them and I actually broke down buds to like make sure there wasn't anything in them. You know what I mean? I'm not eating aphid honeydew or some bullshit.
Aphid diarrhea.
Yeah, but I noticed like I want to say the higher the like I've noticed it's when more sugar, like you're more sugar in the system, like within the system, it seems to have like a higher Brix reading, but I don't know if it has anything to do with the sap that comes out of it. That's just my guess. That was always my guess.
Yeah. I kind of get a laugh out of it when people are like dab it when they
I would
see
dab
like
it.
that plant
I'll try it.
exuding some type of
Yeah.
sap. Don't get me
Yo,
wrong.
that would be
if
funny.
it's party mode, I'll dab that. It's not. I don't think it contains the right.
No, it's watery. You can't dab it. Like if you put a Q-tip to it, it'll suck it right up.
I was like, dude, when I was drying, I see it like it was actually an autoflower that did it to me recently, and a couple spots had like the pink because it was a purple flower. It was like pink, like it looked like glue or something, and I touched it and I was like, and it was actually kind of sticky, and I tasted it. It was so sweet. I was like, this could like, I wonder if you can make a product out of this. You know what I mean? Like a jelly or something.
Ooh.
Or gummies.
You'd have to break it down and find out what's actually inside it. And as soon as you know what's inside it, then it's marketable for sure.
I think it was good. It really tasted good. Like people like people think I'm crazy. It tasted good. It was sweet. It didn't have like a weed taste. It was just kind of like a sweet, like terpene taste.
What are you drinking, bro? Oh, weed nectar, man.
So, Crazy Pot Mom, I went somewhere a couple weekends ago and they were selling paintings just like yours. You want to know what they were going for?
Yeah, I actually do.
Seriously, they were not even close to what you produced, and they were between 30 and 70. There was one that was 110 that I thought, she could pull that off. But yeah.
I know what you mean. I when people started talking about it, like maybe they wanted to buy them, I was like, oh my God. Like I've given them to my family. They've handed me a few bucks or whatever. And some are really generous and whatever, but to really know, right? I don't know. So I looked it up and yeah, the prices of some of them are just like,
holy fucking shit.
I know what I do and I know what I can make and like things happen in all the different techniques.
The wall behind you could pay your rent, I'm sure.
See, that's kind of where I was at when I was like, holy shit, like I can't believe what they're trying to sell. I guess basically crap. Like I could send the paintings over to a kid and not, put all the extra stuff in it and they could just paint with that paint. And that's what they were selling. And I was just like, well, my granddaughter could have done that. And you want $45 for that? You know what I mean? I was like, wow.
So, and what approximately would be the cost of material, like for the frame and the paint and so on?
It can get super costly. Because just the frames for your, like the picture frame, right? Just that alone, it depends on the wood. Like if the wood's really good, you're going to pay through the ass for that because it's wood. And then if your canvas is really nice on your wood, you're going to pay through the ass for that too. But then you can go and like go to the, like the stores that give you 50% off or whatever, those kind of stores, and you can get it cheaper. Or like I was starting at the dollar store. They want like $3.50 a freaking canvas. Do you know how broke I went within the first fucking month? I was doing 9 paintings a day. This was getting so costly. Like, yeah, you got to figure this shit out. It can be very costly. Or you can try and like, I was going to the thrift shop at the end of this because I was like, I can't do this. I want to make 100 paintings a fucking day. I can't afford it. So I went to the thrift shop and I took the crappy ones off their shelves and I took them for $1 or $2 a piece. So it just depends.
Okay, well, I guess you just answered my question. So like you can take a painting that maybe you don't like and you can just paint over it. Do you have to scrape or clean off the other paint, or just paint straight over it?
For the most part, the ones that I was using was not someone else's painting. I didn't feel right about doing that because again, they take their time. They took their time to do that, the same as I'm taking my time to do my own. What I was doing was the pre-done canvases, like the soccer balls in the kids' rooms or, football and the go score, fucking whatever, because they have them all pre-made and you can get them at Walmart and there's 100 on the shelf. You know what I mean? So I was buying stuff like that where I'm not dissing someone's art. I may not like that art, whatever, but I'm not going to come home and paint over your Christmas tree that you drew or whatever.
No, a little respect.
I don't really know if you went to paint over somebody else's. I don't know the answer because I've always liked mine. I haven't had a reason to paint over one yet.
Right on. Hey, Sprocket, you showed us a branch a little while ago. That was an interesting bud structure on that. It was long and
That's that train wreck branch. It kind of got flattened in the bag a little. See if I can't really get in there and really show you the trikes and stuff, but it's really greasy and really good.
Oh yeah.
The only train wreck out of like, I think 22 seeds I popped that made it. They were just like the worst genetics. I think it was Humboldt Seed Company. And they just did not like the LEDs and the inside and everything. Of course, Mother Nature fixed them in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
How's man? I haven't heard of train wreck in a while. That's a strain from back in the day that I remember. Man, that thing was a knocker. That's dope. You got it going, man.
My cousin remembers. He came visit me in Montana one time, and I had just bought or allegedly acquired a Royale with cheese. And I put it in the big Tupperware and just put it under my bed. I'm like, you're not going fucking anywhere.
You're mine.
So good. Out of Bellingham, Washington. I'm pretty sure that's like where it came out of to begin with. That was back in like 97, I think.
Yeah, it was West Coast somewhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
I will save you some, DP.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping to come up there for Croptober. So
Yeah, yep. I'm hoping the wife and I will make it.
Croptober, where is that?
In Clio or Clio.
I'm new.
I'm
Ohio,
sorry. I
yeah.
thought my mic was off. I'm sorry. I didn't
When
really.
you
mean to
laughed at my question, yeah, bitch, where is it?
It's not where. It's
When?
what we're doing. We're all cutting our trees, so we call it Croptober because we're cropping all our plants, all in October.
He will not tell me a motherfucking thing. I have to be there to witness it.
Yeah.
Unless he's in trim jail and then he wakes me up and is like, hey, I need you.
Okay, so trim jail during October, we call Croptober, okay? Because we have to crop all our
Okay.
plants. So we're
There's
all in
events that
crop
are
out.
called Croptober too, though. Crazy Pop Mom.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in my world, it doesn't exist. That's
What's
what-
that? I missed that smashed. What did you say?
So there are events called Croptober and shit too. So like they do like run events around like harvest season also, so people can go show off their weed and shit and like trade.
All right.
That
I
makes
know. I know I've been invited to a couple different harvest things where clothes were optional.
I need to be
Hey,
able
but
I don't get these invites, so
it's not my religion, but I like being naked.
Yeah, I was gonna ask G-Bay if he got his cases of ramen yet for his trim jail.
Oh my goodness. Nobody sent you ramen for a trim jail yet? G-Bay, he needs ramen.
Everybody needs
No, I got a local pizza store that's awesome. So, pizza delivery, boom, boom, to the door. He's a good
I
buddy of
know,
mine
right?
too, so he knows what I'm all about. So,
I'm getting
you know,
rid of
deals.
I'm kind of excited that someone else. I have a train wreck cross going too, guys.
I don't know if you
and
guys can see how shiny my hands are. But
Sorry, my hands say train wreck.
You can see them stick together.
train
the
wreck
best.
is actually, I was going to pop in earlier. Train
You have
wreck's my
no
favorite
idea
thing.
how accurate that is. It's so accurate. How do I get rid of this friggin'
stop.
rainbow? Get rid of the rainbow.
My
We don't-
rainbow.
Oh, we got Eric Taylor in the house.
Yeah, he's been here a minute.
He's been here for a minute. He's just been quiet.
What up?
I just
Nobody's
swiped
let
right.
me
I'm
talk.
sorry.
Nah.
You got stand up, put your foot down. Say it is my turn to
No
talk.
doubt, innit? Right,
Oh,
man. I
oh, we
wish I
got
was up there
ganja.
where you guys are at, man. Because you know what Croptober means around here?
No.
It means October. Because nobody. Nobody. Yeah. I want to be up there where you guys are at.
It means
My
Croptober over
is
here.
me doing this myself.
He never told me shit about
This is
fuck,
what I got
so
so far, man.
I guess I'll learn.
It's best harvest time, dude.
That's what
Good
I
God,
got
That's when I
so
used to
far.
dance naked under the full moon, right?
So where are you?
I mean, I had to.
Go ahead.
I had to cut this early, man. It's
Man, let me shotgun a case of beer and watch the spins happen and then watch you on your screen right now. Jesus. You heard turfing like you wouldn't believe.
Where are you taking us tonight, Ganja?
Oh, sorry. I just got home and switched to the laptop. I'm going to see what I've got downloaded on here. I've got the Freedom Rally from last weekend. I've got some of the dead footage that my buddy did. I've got
yeah.
I'm running out of space though on hard drives. I need another
Yep.
fast
It happens.
SSD. I mean, I'm
It
already up to
happens
like
once you
3
start
terabytes.
recording.
It gobbles it up pretty quick, eh?
5K just devour. I mean, each little 5-minute clip is 5 gigabytes.
Yeah, and you're running the new one, so you got the best like quality 5K, so that takes up even more space. People think like remember the days when the audio files were kind of little, like these 5K videos kind of like they're big files to transfer, and they're big to even like try to put on YouTube. It takes way longer unless you have a good system.
I just have a bunch of these.
What are they?
The little Samsung SSDs.
Terabytes.
Yeah, 1
And that
terabyte. They're super fast, but I fill them up fast.
Aren't they like a terabyte a piece or something?
Yeah, they transfer stuff pretty fast, but they're not cheap. It's like $229, 200 and it's the T7 SSD. I don't know how much they are now. They might be cheaper now, but
If I want
video,
more
get an
expensive.
SSD portable. Apple's
You can put a
so
lot of
expensive.
shit on that.
Yeah, like to get 3 terabyte Apple MacBook, the new MacBook Pro, you pay like $2,000 for the extra storage versus buying these. So I just bought 1 terabyte, or not even. I got a 500 gig, and then I just use these. It's a little bit slower than having it internal, but
Yeah, I don't have a big internal.
2 G's for a fucking 3 terabyte MacBook Pro on top
like
of
Chris
2 G's for the fucking system.
Yeah, like Chris is saying, bro, it's kind of crazy because I bought my PC and it only has a little bit of storage internal. But if I wanted any more, like I got all the good options other than storage, because it would have kicked it up to another like $1,000, like he's saying.
There's something to be said for the onboard. So like where Apple's gone now. So instead of having a motherboard, your processing chip, your GPU, and having all these pieces to your computer, now they've done basically, the new computers are now like cell phones. They're basically, everything's on board. So the battery is wired right into the chip. Everything is part of the chip. So the video chip is part of the memory, and everything is wired right into the chip. The SSD is actually now soldered into the chip. There's no longer any bus ports or anything like that. Like, the wiring has changed completely to go to a more cell phone like design. In order for them to go to these new thresholds, 5 nanometer is what Apple's doing right now, which is fucking super fine. They're twice as small as Intel and the AMD right now, as far as size of
Convenience
their.
is becoming a big thing. Like sizes and stuff. I mean, I think you're kind of sacrificing to a point too, though, like for like battery storages and stuff, because we reached like the point of like, unless you're gonna do, what is it, the diamond lithium, or not the diamond, there's like a diamond battery now that they're trying to use, but it just costs way more than the lithiums.
Yeah, but I mean, now the new Apples are 20-hour machines, so you can go a whole day.
Consumers.
So they basically don't use, because they're on the cell phone type chips and the cell phone architecture, and they don't have the wiring harness or the circuit boards that traditional stuff. So they're not using capacitors and resistive computing. It's digital computing. It's not more analog style computing where you hold energy on a circuit board. So it's much more efficient. And basically, today's laptops now, I mean, the battery technology is part of it, yes, but the other part of it is consumption. So you can make a bigger battery, or you can make a more efficient machine. And what Apple did is, the new Apple is using the same battery, just about a little bit bigger, but almost, well, it's like 2.5 times as long a battery life.
That's dope.
Just
See,
with
my
that
battery
new
lasts like
technology.
I understood none of that.
I saw something today about them trying to universalize all of the plugins, the USB ports.
Oh my God, they've been trying to do that forever, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Please,
I
can
think
you get on
every
board?
time-
Jesus, yeah.
There's only 2 types though. It's Apple and Android type chargers at this point, and they all use one basic charger on both platforms. So they've gotten down to it. It's just they haven't combined Apple and the other systems, which is never going to happen.
USB-C, I guess, is what they've agreed on as their intermediary.
Yeah.
And it's pretty legit, but it still doesn't reach the lightning cable capabilities. It's a little bit different. Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah, I got Thunderbolt now, and
Thunderbolt. Yeah, lightning, Thunderbolt, whatever the fuck it's called.
It's real nerd shit. This is like real nerd shit. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm tech-tarded. That's why I'm staying out of it.
That's okay. Sometimes it's fun to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, I was falling asleep
I'm
and
with
shit, but
her.
I mean, you know,
As long as they have it.
I agree.
40 Acres, welcome. Shredder.
Cheers.
My first games weren't even fucking video games. They were like Zork. Like it was a word game. It was basically like
Remember the old football games that were a dot?
You could always cheat.
You're talking the handheld one?
Touchdown.
Yeah, they were like, they had baseball and like football. It was like a dot. You played as a dot. It was like the first like handheld games, kind of.
Fuck that. Duck Hunt is still the shit.
Duck Hunt. That was a great console.
Right?
It was.
It's amazing. I still want to play it.
N64 was really good too. They did a really good job with the N64 also.
Yep.
Yeah.
I even like the Super Nintendo, believe it or not. I thought that was pretty good.
I wasn't fond. I was actually more fond of a Sega Genesis than a Super
I was
Nintendo.
going to say, the Sega Genesis was the bomb for a minute.
Oh, for sports?
I'm a
Sega hockey. Sega hockey was my fucking major in college, man.
It only got it because it had the Mortal Kombat with the blood and the fatalities.
I got a funny one for you. It's really quick. So my boys and I, we were, let me see, I was about 17, maybe 16 and a half. We went out to the laser light show, right? So I don't know, I ate a 10 strip or something, not that long before we went in. I went in like tripping, but by the time I got out, I was like maybe an hour or two away from peaking, you know? It's like, so
ego death.
I was driving. So we all get in the car and I'm driving on the highway and a big lightning storm comes. Pouring rain, lightning, dude, I'm spun out of my gourd. I'm like, dude, I can't do this. I was like, we're going to my house. They're like, what? I'm like, that's where I know is safe right now. I'm going. So we go, and I guess by the time we get to the house, it wasn't even storming in the area. And like, we woke up my parents, and my mom's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, terrible storm. She's like, okay. All right, you guys just go on, be quiet now. Like, all right. So we go in the room and we're playing that game. It was NHL. Man, I wish I knew which one it was. Anyway, it's 93, I think. And my buddy took a slap shot, and in the game, the puck hits the skater, right? He goes up like that on one skate, just like he would in hockey, right? It hits him, he goes up on one skate. Oh my gosh, we had the replay. Dude, we were replaying it and laughing so hard for like an hour and a half. So funny.
We used to get high and play blitz.
That's funny.
The football game, bro. Was it was it like extreme hockey? Could you like super check people?
I remember something about that. Yeah, I do remember that game.
It was probably Blitz NHL or something like that.
Was that the Wayne Gretzky's one?
I can't remember. It was kind of like the extreme football league, you know?
Yeah.
I enjoyed arch rivals. The whole thought of being able to punch somebody in the face to steal the ball.
It was all about Mortal Kombat when I was a kid.
Oh,
yeah,
we were
huge. That's why Sega was better than Nintendo, because they had the blood and the fatalities originally.
007 GoldenEye on N64.
That was the first kind of hunting game, or where you played with other live people and
rockets in a library. That's all I did. That's all we did. Rockets in a library. You just be running around.
Golden gun. Or we did Mario Kart. Yo, you can't tell me when you get super stoned, a Mario Kart tournament isn't the funnest thing in the world.
Oh shit! I used to do that in my 20s. Up at we called it the Bat Cave. It was a bunch of Cornell College students' house above like a bakery, and we'd go up there and just
play tournament for that shit. I'd sit up there and allegedly maybe drop like 10
So
boxes.
you had the good weed.
Well,
you were taking care of those Cornell Ivy League guys, weren't you?
I was getting ready to say, that's an Ivy League school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you, Prophet. You guys are down in freaking another Ivy League. I mean, you live in the neighborhood, don't you?
Rhode Island.
Well, yeah. Well, one real, but seriously,
Okay,
Providence
you're gonna
is
say
banging.
Browns. Go ahead.
Yeah, Brown is.
What's crazy in Ithaca?
My friend graduated from Brown.
RISD's way better. It's the only art school on the planet.
Salve Regina, fucking Providence College.
Ithaca College is like a music.
Roger Williams.
Yep. We got a lot of actually good schools deep in the city. Doesn't mean
It's fun. Like Boston's real
Good
fun.
Italian food.
they have a lot of good food all over the place, dude. Like one of my favorite things about Rhode Island is how much food and how many different types of food there are. All cooked by the officials. What's up?
Do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
So there's a new documentary that came out. You need to watch it. It's about hockey, but it's funny. It's like about mobster hockey. It's really funny. It's called The Trashers from Danbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
So
I know.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
From Danbury, Connecticut, that played.
I'm not going to tell you anything. If anyone, this is it's a good mobster flick. It's like the guy bought his son at 17 a minor league hockey team. He's like the king of trash in Danbury, Connecticut and the surrounding areas. But like there's other trash companies or like their trucks are lighting on fire magically and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Watch it. It's actually really good. It's on Netflix.
I gotta
Is it a
finish.
movie or a series?
It's just
Series.
I don't remember. I watched it all last night, so it might have been a series.
Probably the first season.
I gotta finish Lucifer first before I even go anywhere else.
There's only like 6 more episodes of that.
I fell asleep. I gotta start at like episode 2.
I stopped watching that.
Oh, shame. I think it's a
Yeah,
great
I only
show.
watched I watched like the first 2 seasons, 3 seasons. It was good. I don't know why I stopped watching because there's
It
so
just
much
got boring.
shit out there.
Nah, some pretty good
so much
shit.
stuff and it just kind of faded away.
I got a thing for that demon chick.
That's like
She's hot as fuck.
that's like Prodigal Son. I gotta finish that one.
I can't help it. I gotta see Mace.
And if you got Netflix, yo, have you watched Sherlock?
Yeah.
That was
started.
That was
Yeah,
really
there's
good.
going to be more. That was a great series, but that's
I'm
been
more-
forever, man. What the fuck?
The way they ended it, it kind of seemed like they could have really ended there.
There was room.
There might not be
There's room to
any more.
continue, and there's room to not. I saw this thing on YouTube. A fan did it. It was called Hulock, and fucking, it was like Doctor Who, the Matt Smith one, met up with fucking that Sherlock, and like he took off with him. But it was just like a fan thing. At first, I thought it was a fucking movie. I was getting all excited, or a TV show. So I got excited for a while, and then I realized it was like 4 or 5 years old, and checked the comments, and then they were talking about how good of a job the guy did, and I was like, son of a bitch.
All those like good.
Yeah.
Good, Chris.
Oh, sorry. There's the HBO series there with a guy who's a courier in New York, but also he's a weed dealer, basically. It had like 4 or 5 seasons. I can't remember the name of it, but it's really good. I don't know what it's
sucks
even
that
on.
they cut some of these seasons off, though. They cut off their heads. Like Punisher was really good when they started it. Alice in Borderlands. I'm into like the kind of, it's like games, mind games and stuff, like series. Alice in Borderlands is, I think it's made in Japan or Asia, is one of those cultures. Because I can't read the end credits. You know what I mean? Like at all.
Yeah.
It's like a really, like I put it in English, obviously, because I
I
wouldn't
know what it
understand.
is.
It's fun as hell. But they just came out with a new one called Game Squad. Kind of the same idea, a little bit funner.
And these are on.
Have you seen
These are.
they're on Netflix. Yeah.
Game Squad.
Oh shit, I lost track of which one I was running with too.
The ones where they all turn into monsters.
No, oh, Sweet Home. Have you watched
Sweet
that one?
Home.
If you're an anime fan, I recommend it. it's hard to like I said this before, it's hard to transfer a live action show from an anime because of everything that's going on. And I've actually come across quite a few of them. Like they did the Full Metal Alchemist. That's on Netflix.
That's
the movie.
amazing.
And if you're an anime fan and you've seen the show, I highly recommend watching the movie. You will not be disappointed. Another one was
Sweet Home is
Sweet Home is
amazing.
another one, but that was a manga that got transferred over to a TV show. That was fucking badass. Aru Kenche, I believe it is, that got transferred over to. They have 2 out of the 3, or they have all 3 movies on there. I can't remember, but that was an anime got transferred over, and it's the first animes I was watching and stuff like that got transferred over were really shitty. Like the CGI was lame, but they've definitely they look better than someone like it's almost like whoever did John Wick fucking was doing these movies, man. Like the shit's clean now, real clean.
John Wick's a
Dude, I used to
fucking
jerk off to
fire movie
anime.
too.
Nice.
Oh my god!
What,
I think my
Hirosaki
child
Dojo?
does.
Japanese anime from the fucking 90s? Come on. That shit was
Legend of the
great.
Overfiend.
Yo, I feel like
My
hypothetical.
boy showed me that
there was
shit
a
on
whole-
acid, dude.
There was a whole subculture of that anime
Tentacle porn. Yeah, tentacle porn,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it was Yurosaki Dojo, Legend of the Overfiend. And fucking my boy showed me that shit. I was tripping on acid, dude. And he's like, you gotta check this
Dude,
out.
that was
And I'm just,
before we could even get our hands on, like, good. I was before that. It was Sears Robot catalogs.
yeah.
Oh man, La Blue Girl.
Oh,
That shit was
no.
insane,
La
though.
Blue Girl. That was pretty hardcore with the tentacle thing.
There are some things the internet do not need to show kids right away. I'm just saying.
But now it's like
Tentacle
crazy
porn
what
being
my
one,
kids
man.
can get their hands on at any age. There's no restriction.
Yeah, there
It's
is no
crazy.
restriction.
If I had
Desensitized.
internet when I was a kid, I never would have had to steal skin mags from the gas stations when I was in like grade 4 and 5.
I never would have left my
That'd take
room.
my
I would
dad
have been
to
jerking
throw
off
their
24/7.
I know, right? I
to
remember.
rewind it back to right where it was. You gotta remember, and then you gotta put it right in the lineup. Make sure nothing's askew.
I
The
remember.
reason why I went out to the fort in the woods was for the spank mags. So I would've-
Years ago, we caught my
Attaboy.
checking out checking out porn for the first time. We had an old cell phone that we used to let the kids use to just watch YouTube or whatever on. And I picked it up and was doing something with it, which is pretty not typical. I used to usually let them do their thing, and I was like, Pornhub comes up, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? I look at it, and I screenshot it, and I send that to the wife at the time. And then she sends or shows the son. They're driving on their way home. She shows him, and he thinks he's gonna come home and get himself killed. Right? He's like, "Oh, I'm in shit now. I was looking at naked girls. Oh no!" I personally, I'm just like, "Fuck!" Like right on. You know, he's at that age, I guess. Right? It's natural. Nothing wrong. The only thing I had to say about it was not on that phone. That like your sisters play with that phone and they're both younger than you. They don't need to be seeing that kind of shit. So if you're gonna do that, and I think he actually had a laptop at that time, if I recall correctly, because we just gotten him one for school. And so it's like, if you're gonna be doing that shit, do it on your fucking computer. Not on the phone your sisters play with.
And make sure you do it where everybody else does it. On my pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did Bees leave us? He said it took about an hour and a half to get there, so now I'm beginning to worry we're gonna have to send out a search party.
He's called a sugar mama.
No, it's
over there.
only been 2 hours. He should still be not missing yet. Here soon, though, maybe.
They would kidnap
I
him
worry
and drop him off.
Did you
I
see
just
the
bought a
mustache?
6-pack of these for my kids. Said, here you go. You're at the age.
Astroglide? All right,
Take this.
that's what that is.
Oh my
And roll of
god!
paper towels.
No, we're not even going to
They
get
were
into
so
it.
embarrassed.
I'm gonna get into this. My son has been taking condoms to school, and now they're like, "Oh, bring us the." Are we helping or hindering? At least they're using condoms.
Right? No, I do the same thing with. I mean, they should have free access. I think.
Yeah, no, but still, they shouldn't be at that age. I don't know. It's like, here's a gun in case you
Try them
need it.
on.
I
I don't know if it's getting hard and you can fill the thing. Try it. Check it out.
I got my feelings, man. You know, got
I
my
mean,
feelings.
Can't
I
hurt.
mean, he wants a knife, but
It
I
can
give him
hurt.
condoms instead.
I'd rather you gave him a knife.
My kids went to a summer camp in Vermont where the first day, the first thing they got was this huge Bowie knife. They were responsible for. They were like 7 and 9 years old. And
That's how I was
they got a
raised.
fucking monster Bowie knife, and that was theirs for the camp for the week. And they learned how to respect it, and it was the best camp I ever sent them to. You know,
I think
Cool.
that's perfect.
Yeah, I've had knives forever, ever since I can remember.
Mine wants a knife. I give him
learn how to play with a
condoms.
knife, shit in the woods, track animals, build a fire, make a PTP. I don't know.
Yeah, TP,
But
TP.
you go on Survivor for God's sakes.
Some of these guys are pretty pathetic on these Survivor shows.
But it makes good TV.
No, it doesn't.
Right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, but what happened to your fucking? What happened to your team this week? Fuck.
Oh, did they lose?
Toronto's been struggling a little bit. They're still in the hunt, but they're like a couple games back right now.
Are they beating the Yankees?
No.
Baby.
They're not. So the Yankees are now ahead of them.
2 games back from the Yankees.
Oh, I should get my
The Yankees are playing us this weekend, so I'm going Sunday.
Oh, wow.
You go and you let us
Our
know
last
how
home,
it goes.
our last home game on Sunday. Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah, that's why
it's definitely
Caribou
a home
hasn't
game.
been on. My dad would be up here busting his balls about the Toronto.
2-2-2. Everybody's 2
Canada
games.
doesn't even deserve a baseball team. I'm
Toronto
not
was on
saying that
fire.
from me. I'm just saying that's what he said.
Yeah, my dad was funny. He's like, "How many rings does Toronto have?
How many rings do the Yankees
How many rings do the Yankees have?"
Yeah, but they've also paid the most every year. And they definitely got the budget. You know, that's the big.
It sounds like if a whole country can't get together and buy a decent team, in my opinion, and one state in the United States is doing it. I mean, come on. Y'all better stop throwing your loonies and toonies at strippers and start throwing it towards your fucking baseball.
Yeah, hang on though. There's more
Clicking on
people in New
American
York
stripper.
than there is Canada.
Hey, can I tell you Canadians what we used to call the strip joint or going to the strip joint when I was a kid?
Slot machine.
Pussy on the nose for $2. Those tunes. Those are crazy.
It used to be called a toonie slide. I would know. I'm from up here.
It's not like a wishing fountain. You just make
Just
wish,
click it and hope a bitch
hope it lands in.
We are age restricted, right? Anyways, it's past nice hour, right?
Yep.
We start off past nice hour, dude. No worries.
Not about not.
Oh Jesus, Blue Kiss stand out. I haven't read the whole story, but it's obviously a description of bees. I guess an all points bulletin starts.
I was just reading the same thing.
Yeah, he has a male prostitute mustache.
If he was a male prostitute, he may be in a situation.
Get Blue Kiss on here. Blue Kiss.
I don't know about prostitute.
But just in
No,
case.
it is.
Dude, you've got that victim look or that don't let him watch your kids look.
You got a party
You
face.
look at his mustache next time you see he's a male prostitute.
He's Henry Winkler.
He's that victim look all night long. I'd let him watch my kids.
Deuce Bigelow.
Oh shit.
Where is he?
Yeah, now I am beginning to worry.
Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Fine as in he's fine, or fine as in he's getting pegged fine? Oh,
Profit.
sorry. I
What's
thought
my-
we were. I'm sorry. I thought we were muted.
Where's my phone?
Hey, Prophet, you like growing in cocoa.
Oh, there we go.
Doesn't pHing drive you nuts?
I don't have to do it. The nutrient line I use and everything else.
I didn't like it.
With my mixture, kind of got to measure out enough to where I usually range between, the 6.2 to 6.4, but I usually nail 6.3 most of the time.
What type of nutrients are you using?
Raw.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I'm also blending them with Vitagrow, but Vitagrow is really hard to obtain unless you live in Oregon. And
Yeah, we never have it.
so
And are you using RO water?
no, I'm actually using water out of my sub pump, which may actually be
And
a big benefit.
Okay,
to
I'm
the
sorry,
reason why.
but who asked the question in the first place? Was that Sprocket? About
Yeah.
Are you
I had to
using,
before with
are
other
you
nutrients.
are you using RO water, Sprocket?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
but
you're still
it's not the best. It's just the small boy, and I got the UV and all that. But
what is the reading? What is the TDS reading on it when it comes out fresh out of there?
I'm like running 10 ppm out of here.
Oh, okay.
But the problem is that 10 is some sort of salt. I forget what it was, chlorine or something. Because I put it in my when I had the tent in veg, I put it in the fogger, and everything got coated in this white powder. I had never. I thought it was.
Sounds like chloramine. It's something that we got down here.
Calcium. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's just
This is a
just
chlorine
calcium.
filter.
No worries.
So I
Hard
got
hard water with calcium will do it. I
Yeah, it's
noticed once.
calcium.
calcium.
I
That's
noticed.
what it was. Yeah, that's what it is. Calcium. It's coated the lights, the cords, like everything
Yep.
was in this white. Oh, it was terrible.
So all I did to combat it is I used a RV filter for the hose, and then inside I bought like one of the ones that you just attach, like the pure filters. You just screw onto your faucet. It's just like a little carbon filter.
Yeah.
And I don't see it anymore.
Huh. All right.
But that still doesn't
You said
explain
you're
the pH fluctuation that you're having. What
Uh,
what is it? What is the
When
range?
I
Yeah,
mix
that's because it's
food-
stripped.
When I mix
No,
food,
because he has no ppms. That's why he's got no. His pH will vary very often, very easily, with RO or distilled water because there's nothing in it. It's stripped water. So when
Yeah,
you use
but
stripped
once-
water that's not buffered, it will do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but once he adds his nutrients, then the pH shouldn't be
Should be
fluctuating.
more stable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you're using. If you're using phosphoric
depends on what you're
acid
mixing up.
and- Yeah, like organic buffering of a soil is kind of like using aquaponics. So we're using bacteria and fungi to like buffer your water. Aquaponics is basically it's a living soil. Like a living soil, it's a living water. It's living water. It's buffered. It's mineralized, and it's teeming with all kinds of microbial life. That is ideal. When you strip your water, you're taking everything that's good for you and everything else around you out of it, and you're making your body. You're creating a vacuum where everything So if you use stripped water, if you drink it, it sucks the minerals out of you because it goes to where there is no minerals. So because there's no minerals in your stomach, the minerals that are inside your stomach lining that have already been absorbed start to go back into into the water in your stomach.
Yeah.
Same with soil. Soil is a stomach. They're all the same thing. They work in very similar fashion. A soil is a stomach.
I'm working on a restructuring with magnets and spirals and getting the movement of the water because I'm kind of into that hippy dippy energy stuff. And
Yeah, no,
I
that's it.
know the benefit of restructuring water. And I do some energy work with it, and I also vortex it quite a bit when I'm mixing up most of the time.
Well, that's all going to add oxygen to it, which is good.
So this is the one
Yeah.
reason why I do organic is because I don't pH shit anymore. I never really, I had a pH pen once in a while. I would check my faucet, but
Yep, that's why I asked him, doesn't it drive you nuts? Because I'm in cocoa because I got given a clone in cocoa, and then my living soil beds are yet to be set up. So I got all the soil and everything, but I'm waiting to cook it and start using it. But I'm pheno hunting. That's all I've been doing since I got going, is just hunting cuts. And when I find the cuts I want, then I'll run those in living soil. But growing in cocoa is so much quicker, and for seeing just what I need and then getting rid of them, that's fine.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I tried cocoa. I just wasn't a fan.
I'm not a fan either. Not at all. I'm a living soil guy.
I'm not going to oppose to anyone doing it. Dude, great. Do it. Do whatever you like to do. I like people growing in general, but I just don't. I don't like it.
Organics part, like my one in flowers, she got, I wish the light was on. She got Build a Bloom from Build a Soil, which is like a 512. I don't know. It's around here somewhere. But that mixed up great. Like the first time I threw it in, it pH'd right to 6.3 without doing anything to it. It was like, I don't know, 900 something ppm. And she loved it. She loved it. And I do all the microbial stuff. And I'm not a fan of recharge for soil at all. But cocoa, I'm about it. Like it kicks ass in cocoa. It really does. I mean, Scotty Reel's kind of a chode. I'm sorry, DGC, love you, but yeah, recharge works.
What was I gonna say? Damn, you just threw me off with that one.
I like cocoa. I don't care what any of y'all say.
Oh no, okay.
Pop, Mom.
Same
So-
here. I appreciate it.
I have some, like, what is it? Hell's OG, Hell's Bells, the real biker cut. From a old time grower, Charlie Farms 420. He does the cocoa thing. I think it's cocoa. Yeah, it's all cocoa.
Synganic.
Yeah. I don't even think it's synganic, really. I think it's all just nutrients. I'm not sure. I never really asked him. His grow looks amazing. I can't really. His grow looks fucking fire. When you look at it, like, plants look beautiful. He's still running T5s though. I've been trying to get him out of those, but he tried some of my like living soil weed, and he was like, all right, and he enjoyed it. He was like, it's real terpy, it's sticky. I've noticed with like anything like you see at the store that's been grown in cocoa, it all looks the same when it's finally down and trimmed and put in those whatever it's put in.
I think that's rock wool that looks like that. Well, and also I'm not in plain cocoa. I'm doing living cocoa, so I'm like 70%.
Oh, that's dope.
Cocoa and perlite with 30% worm casting.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah. The roots.
I want to do a sip. That's like my real goal right now.
Yeah, I like the lack of bugs when it comes to cocoa. Like, I don't know. It's just
No, but
I'm not allowed to bring bugs or living creatures like that into the house, so I probably would be doing living.
I'm not
soil.
really either, but nematodes. Who the fuck's gonna see a nematode?
I'm not fucking around. My luck, my wife would.
I got road beetles on the way because I'm doing the sub irrigation pots. I had
those are dope.
I have 6 city pickers. Let's see.
Oh yeah. So that's like the off-brand to the SIP container or whatever, right?
Yeah, totally. My batteries.
Same thing though.
I lost. There we go. Yeah, it's the same thing as that thing. And they're easy as hell. I'm doing living soil in those, and I'm doing autos. I got 5 right now, but the fungus gnats got me this run. I was like, I didn't take them as seriously as I should have. And they,
nematodes.
Yeah, no, they're on the way. I put in the order with Bill before today. So
You know that's the drawback to your cocoa right there. Is getting that dry down cycle perfect. Fucking, you always end up with problems with fungus gnats with cocoa.
well, that's from the
I don't have fungus gnats that I run with cocoa.
those city pickers. They're always moist.
Yeah, unless you do a dry down.
Yeah. You got to get that dry down cycle. Yeah.
I dried it back now, but the problem with that is your roots are in the water table, right? So you dry that back, and then all those root tips are dying back, and you don't really have the structure up top for the feeding. But I mean, if you top dress enough, you do. But it's weird in the boxes if you
They do a 2-level dual root zone if you want to keep your root tips alive.
Lucas Gardens does a sick dual root zone.
I heard all about it. I seen some pictures. I'm not on Instagram, so.
Oh, dude, her setup is fire. I want that. Like, she has hers outdoors though. She had a lot of like flooding issues this year. She posted a lot of like having to empty out the bottom part of the soil. But that's really my end goal is something like that. Dual system, maybe some fish in the bottom part too, but we'll see.
Tara, are you with Herbalist in Maine?
Herbalist in Maine? No,
you know, she's
an herbalist in Maine.
Oh no,
Dispensary.
I'm in St. Catharines, Ontario.
Oh, right
She's
on.
only wearing the shirt. She's not actually part of the store.
Yeah, I'm just wearing the shirt.
Yeah, see, I got this thing. I got apothecary. I'm sitting on an apothecary towel.
Actually, guys, I got to cut out, so it's like way past my bedtime. So it was nice to meet you all. And
Hey, absolutely, Tara. Hey, thanks so much for dropping by.
Come in
welcome. Always welcome.
Thank you so very much. I really
good
appreciate
night.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, Tara.
Bye, sweetie.
Okay. Bye.
Sleep well.
Oh my God, I had to swallow like 10 Pringles just to say that. Shut up, bitch.
Yes.
This is
That
Blue
just made me mellow.
Kisses.
I said to have the
Kisses,
can
set
of
up
Pringles in my mouth and I was hiding. He ran away. All right, whose stuff are we looking at?
This is Blue Kiss.
Blue Kiss.
This is
They're
Blue.
her big sip containers here.
Aw.
It's
I love
like a
that
kiddie
smell.
pool. Yeah, it's enormous.
She's
Right,
actually
I
draining
remember.
in those pictures. She's siphoning out the water.
Yeah.
Oh, our dog's absolutely amazing. I want 2. He's so cute. Pretty
I mean,
orchids.
with these systems, I've noticed I do a top water
My
once a
phone's
week,
dying.
but I kind of let it dry down to pretty much almost nothing left in the tank, and then I fill it all the way back up. Like I don't know. I've noticed if you don't I have one downstairs I didn't give enough dry down to, and it has a little bit of the fungus gnats. Whatever. I have living soil, so it doesn't really bother me too much. I'll knock them back, but it's an auto flower in a small container, so I don't really care. What is that? I can't see it.
This shit gets rid of fungus gnats big time. It's a great enzyme, but it's also got Bacillus thuringiensis israelis in it. So BTI is the best cheap soil. It's what's in mosquito bits and most everything else. It's the Israelis Bacillus strain, but that works
I've
really well.
noticed if you kind of if you just bottom water, if you strictly bottom water for a little bit and don't put it as much in and don't let that top layer stay wet, they kind of just go away on their own.
Excuse me, what's the name of that stuff again, please, Ganja?
This stuff rocks. Like, he makes a product for your stomach and for the soil. They're both. It's the guy's name is Newton Hayes, and his family's been in farming forever. He'll drink this shit right out of the bottle. Like it's great stuff, and it's basically enzymes and Bacillus thuringiensis and a couple other bacteria.
And okay, it's S.
I put it in every watering.
How do you spell that? SL
SLF-100.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, if you don't spell it out, Uncle Rick won't get it. And he wants it.
Hey, you know what? I gotta share something with you before we sign off. So
I would love it.
I bought this house about 15 years ago, and I noticed when I bought the house, I'm on a hill, and that there was some cracks in the foundation between the foundation and the floor, and I didn't really give it too much thought. And I would think that in some areas the gap is like maybe it was like an inch. Well, so I don't know how to tell you this, but I was looking. Well, first of all, what happened was I noticed I get up from my chair and my chair would start to roll. And I don't know if it'll do it right now, but let me see. Let me see if I can just get up. Yeah, there goes my fucking chair. Look.
The fucking house is settling. Are you
Yeah.
on the?
I don't know why
You're not in the basement though. You're on the first floor. You're not in the basement, right?
No, the basement is below me.
Yep. It's
I
already
went down there.
settling.
I went down there and looked the other day. Now the house is like 40. I think it was built in 1976. But I went down and looked the other day, and I bet you that gap that was an inch is maybe more like an inch and a half, and like the drywall is all cracking in the corner, and oh my god,
Is the sill still intact? Do you have a rotted sill? So between the concrete, the sill between the concrete and the framing for the first floor, how is that? That might be rotted too.
It might be rotting.
The steel.
No,
might
like
rot.
the
Sill
beam
is
that
the
runs across,
framing.
that runs across above the concrete that your house is built upon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about
Take a
that.
screwdriver and poke that through inside, all around. Poke around and make sure nothing pokes through. Make
If
sure
you
it's
only have a weak
found
spot.
everywhere. Because
Yeah.
then what you got to do is you got to go for hydraulic and a French drain. So hydraulic cement in the crack, French drain around the outside first, stabilize it, and then hydraulic cement the two pieces back together.
Wow.
And then dry lock. And then dry lock just for good measure.
Right. Yeah. Make it finished.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna end up doing Rick.
You have gutters?
I gotta do the same.
thing.
Gutters?
You have gutters?
No.
Oh
You
yeah,
lie.
that's the
How
thing
do you
too.
not
So
have gutters?
gutters,
That's half your
French
problem.
drain. You're not
Yeah.
shedding any water away from your house. That
It's all
roof is
just-
fucking just flooding the fuck out of your house.
Why do you? Yeah, and then the gutters. When you should and do get gutters, the
Yeah.
downspouts come down. Make sure they run. You
Shed away. Yeah.
run it outward, so
Gutters,
it's not just
Yeah,
dumping.
gutters don't work here.
How do they not work? It's
In the springtime, when the snow comes off the roof, it just takes all the gutters with it.
yeah.
I do. Not
Well, you
alright,
need some
so
really sturdy
You need to
gutters.
get up there and shovel your roof, eh?
I deal with the same thing, but we have gutters up there. And I
Yeah.
have a roof that's kind of like copper colored, so when it heats up, the snow slides off of it. Like it's meant to do it. It's kind of like a
Yeah,
tin
you can do
copper
tape
colored
across
roof.
the whole, like the frost line. You can also use a heater across that in the winter, Rick, and that'll keep you from doing what you're doing. So you won't get a dam, and everything will just melt all the time. You'll never accumulate all that stuff because you shouldn't do that anyways. Just because that's gonna cause drips in your attic.
Yeah, we actually got roofs, I think, around here that catch the snow. They have little like grooves out of them so that it doesn't slide off your roof, it'll melt like in sections and shit.
Mine starts. You just hear it start sliding in pieces off my roof. It's so loud. It's like.
Yeah, I'm always like, wow, man, if I was underneath that motherfucker, that would have felt good.
If the dogs were out there or something, that's what kind of scares me. So
the 3-story the ones are the ones that are really kind of like kaboom, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
That's when you got to get a nice seam metal roof or a good like slate alternative. There's all kinds of new kind of slate style roofs where they're woven roofs and they're more waterproof than slate, and those will really work well for the snowy places. Expensive as fuck though. I mean, you could spend like it's 4 times, 5 times the same, 5 times the labor cost as just.
Well, removing slate fucking roof tile.
Oh, don't remove it ever, man. That's a 100-year roof at least. If you take care of it, it's a 200-year roof.
I've removed some before because of where I'm at, man, and they wanted to convert over, and you're just sitting there with fucking.
You're like, you're out of your mind. Why would you ever?
Yeah. And then you gotta shovel up rocks.
I feel bad that this is like your bedtime story because now you're gonna be like up all night going, oh my fucking god, are you like, oh you guys, are you like what? Oh my god, what am I getting myself into? Oh, you poor fucking bugger, you.
He's gonna Google
I have to do the
gutters.
same thing, Rick. It's all right. My whole I have French drains. I have drip rain gutters. But anytime the water decides to come against the back of the house, it goes in the basement and floods the basement.
That's why I have a sump pump.
Oh, it's on the other side of the it's this side, not that side. That side has the drain in the house. This side doesn't. So it's a pain in the ass. We have to dig up the whole.
I feed my plants that water. out of my sump pump. They fucking love it.
I would never, because I put down kitty litter at one point.
Yeah, no. My sump pump I actually cleaned out when we were going through a rainstorm. I cleaned that bitch out, ran through with a fucking brand new toilet brush, scrubbed it out, this and that. Let it fill.
Just like that. One more time. How'd you scrub it out?
Just like that. It was more like a.
Just like you're masturbating.
How would you know what I was like when I masturbate? Oh, that's right.
Wait,
you're
that's
a fan.
more like-
You're a fan of my OnlyFans account. I forgot.
Your mom shared every embarrassing story about you and your childhood.
She actually shared every embarrassing story about you and your adulthood.
Gorilla and cookies.
Yeah, I'm popping the rest of what I have. They're feminized seeds. They're not a regular cookie cut. It's cookie wreck, which is a cookie train wreck.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what do you guys know about ginseng?
Darn it! We got a bad connection here, Eric.
Ginseng? I think he said ginseng, but I'm not sure if there was more to it.
Yeah.
I think the shit tastes kind of nasty, but if you mix it in with a bunch of other shit, I can do it. Yeah.
My tribe, our tribe earlier today gave us a bunch of ginseng seeds, like 500 of them. And plant them in shady areas.
Yeah,
That will
they
make
take
you
like
money.
but it takes like 7 years for them to really grow.
It'll be your retirement fund if you keep it away from everyone else.
That's what they said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
I watched that reality show. It was like ginseng.
I
Hunters.
did too, bro.
That shit was nuts. People getting dude accidentally found a pot farm.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about this. Right. I'm thinking about just throwing them in my tree line because they said it needs like 60% to 90% shade, like not really no direct sunlight or anything.
Because they only grow on one side of the mountains over there.
They grow around here too. They grow in Massachusetts, and I guess like there's little pockets of them. I guess.
Yeah, they grow them in the desert areas of British Columbia as well. But like you said, Eric, yeah, they actually there's acres and acres, but they are covered, like you said, with like a shade cloth, the whole area. Yeah. And then profit, yeah,
But,
like
I don't know.
You gotta look
I
for
got
them
500
berries, man.
acres, so, I mean,
and then
Yeah, they're
Not
codependent on herbaceous plants. So ginseng will not grow by itself. They need a herbaceous garden. So they need a herbaceous woodlands in order to grow. So you want to grow those with like so it's well drained, but they're like what is it? Bloodroot, ferns,
Yep.
Solomon seal,
Yep.
Jack in the Pulpit,
Hey,
those
man,
kinds of
I
things
got
that they'll grow with.
so they're growing
They literally gave
amongst
me a
the
lease.
ginseng.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what is the
You're
what
gonna
is
have
the
be
reason?
successful around
They-
here.
What is the
West
reason?
Virginia.
Huh?
It's
They're
like
just they're a herbaceous woodland plant.
Yeah.
I
So
said the
they-
Virginias.
yeah, it's a root.
Maine.
Yeah,
I
but
need to show my
I
mom
think
what
maybe
this
the
is.
Carolinas even.
Don't you talk shit about where
I'm not talking shit.
They grow on
Talking
like
about
the
what
side
ginseng.
of mountains.
Yeah,
Uncle Rick.
one side, and
okay,
like
but
Which side of
Like
mountain?
I
What
said,
it's good to keep the yin up.
the what? Keep the what out?
Which side of the mountain?
Keep the
Rick, if you
yin.
see a bunch of
Keep the
ferns,
yin
if you
up.
see a bunch of ferns in an area, you're in the right area where you could grow them easy. You're looking for those herbaceous woodlands, which are everywhere throughout all of North America. You'll find these woodlands, and they're
I'm
ideal
at the
growing
bottom of the
conditions.
Appalachian
Okay, but
mountain chain, so I got like perfect area.
Thank you, Appalachian. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure, right? All the
okay,
whole mountain-
okay, but
yeah.
my question is why? Like, what is the correlation between ginseng and these other plants? Like, what?
They're
symbiotic.
like that's they're symbiotic. Like if you find those, you'll find that probably.
So because one is helping the other in some
you need
way,
the
shape, or
perfect
form.
ecosystem. So it has to be the perfect little ecosystem within the woods for them to grow.
And it's like we don't even know this shit yet. Like we're
Yep.
still studying this shit. Like all this stuff
All
is
we-
still in its infancy. We're just realizing that, oh my gosh, like we've known they've grown together, but we're just realizing that, you know, how much harder it is to grow stuff without companions, without it
Right.
in its natural
see that?
terroir, shall we say.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Interesting.
Miss G-Bay, what is
so-
so funny? She's falling
there-
apart in that square. I need to know what's happening.
He's smoking some good weed.
That's what I was saying. They're
exactly
they're
what I
having
said.
all these.
Look at that. They're both on opposite sides. No, don't be sorry. Just explain.
The dog was here a second ago. Just flung herself off the edge of our couch over here to another couch over here. And then she proceeded to fluff up the entire couch for a very long time. And it was kind of ripping the thing up. And then she didn't even lay down. She flung herself off of the couch and then hit a decoration over here. And then freaked out in like a scramble, like a cartoon not going anywhere.
Does your dog act like G-Bay?
You kicked her off Zoom. She's pissed.
I think she found your stash. That's what
Right?
happened.
That's what I think. I think too. I'm like, where's that extra bud you had?
Remember that one you dropped and you said you get it later?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh shoot.
That's good entertainment.
I mean, all I see is her laughing her ass off and you hiding your face. So it had to be good.
It wasn't really that funny until the dog hits the wire. I think it got
tangled in it. And dragged,
She got
dragged
scared
it
by
up.
it and like freaked out at it.
Yeah. Shit, buddy.
He was hiding because he was crying so hard.
Oh man.
So,
I knew it.
White Widow, tell us about the new job. What's going on?
Don't ask her stuff.
Shut up. It took me like 4 tries just to get off mute. So I'm training to be a phlebotomist. And halfway through it, I've already been a piercer, so I already know where to stick. and they said I have to have an 85% stick rate. I think I got that. So
That's about my odds.
That's cool.
Right on. Okay, okay.
So 6 weeks from now, I will be drawing blood. That's what a phlebotomist does. And if I'm really good at it, they'll put me in the pediatric section, and I'll make $10 more an hour.
So what you're saying is you're becoming a vampire.
Basically.
I always
$10 more for sticking kids.
Yep.
Oh,
creepy, right?
But only if I'm really good at it.
It's
I have
because
to
you
be
have to
good at it.
Is
You have
it
to be
different? Is it tougher to?
Absolutely.
I would
Finding
imagine
those
it's
veins
tougher
is
to get a
hard.
kid into a goddamn car.
They're-
You try doing that?
They're poor little tiny veins. Yeah, no.
Oh,
They-
They're all chubby. They're all chubby. They got lots of fat on them, so you can't find their veins.
They make so they generally speaking they make poor junkies.
For babies,
Oh, no.
yes. Babies can't make
Unless
poor
they have somebody that
junkies.
knows what they're doing. Then you got something.
I got this.
I should be a
No problem.
phlebotomist. That's basically what it comes down to. I should be a phlebotomist. Especially after seeing my dad go to like the hospital and
I got
the
someone
doctors
else.
to get drawn, dude, and he comes back and his arm's fucking bruised. And it literally looks like he used a jackhammer to get the motherfucker. And I'm like, I was a heroin addict for 15 years and I have no goddamn scars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there were times that I was sitting there and I was like, can I just do that, please?
Can you
I
just give me the
just
goddamn
give me the
needle?
fucking thing? I'll do it myself. All right? Like, as you fish around for a fucking vein. And I'm vascular, you know, like,
I'm not.
if you're missing me, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Which is great because this Monday we're gonna start sticking each other, the students.
Are you?
Whoever gets me is gonna learn a lot.
Oh no.
You know what? That's a good thing though, because
I've stuck thicker.
I was stuck scrawnier.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's a hell of a drug, man.
mess the hell of a drug. Anyways, wait, yours was crack, right?
No.
Heroin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Give me some credit.
Anyways, I'm really good at what I do. It's just a matter of getting on 2 buses every morning and getting there by 9 a.m.
And they changed the whole bus scheduling since this whole fiasco, and it's insane.
What
dude.
has happened since COVID? It's like they've used it as a way to fleece the public transportation system out of all these, because like all the trains are now down to 1/3 original schedule. So they used to have 35 trains, now they got like 14. Like buses, probably the same thing. It's crazy. It's like
Dude, the last bus out of downtown is something like maybe 10 o'clock. I remember catching the bus at fucking like midnight, 1
Yeah.
o'clock. Even after the bar got out, I think I remember catching one.
Saturdays, it's once an hour, and Sundays every 2.
Yeah, every 2. It's just insane. Like, and then the daycares, because my boy, I go with him in the morning. We drop his kid off, and we have to get to his daycare by 4, or else it's $15 a fucking minute.
oh, it's money. Yeah.
What the
$15 a minute.
fuck?
Been there.
Who
Yeah.
gets out at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, and you already
and
paid these
how
people
the
like
fuck do you
$500 a week.
appear? How do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
appear
yeah.
there?
Are you here at 9 o'clock?
And they're already charging around $350, dude. So it's like, You could cripple a family like
Yeah.
just
More than
just by
that.
being 15 minutes fucking late because the traffic was a bitch, you know.
Yeah.
Some idiot was on his phone, crashed, hit another
Oh yeah.
car. After,
Young parents pay more in child care than rent.
I'm about to take care
I
of some
did
kids.
for a while, and then I was like, nah, she don't need friends. You don't need friends.
No, it's insane. When he said, I remember back in the day, it was like, you know, fucking every half hour was like 15 minutes or whatever. But he said 15 a minute. I said, what the
$15
fuck
a
did you
minute.
just say to me?
I'll watch his kids for $10
He said
a minute.
$15 a minute if he's late. I said, what time? Like 6? He's like 4. What?
Same thing for one of my good friends. It's like $15 a minute after.
Yep.
And they're just
I'm
sitting
like,
in, and when we pull up, they're just sitting in the yard playing in the backyard. It's not like they're doing anything.
they fucking go home at 5, 6 o'clock. Like they leave work.
Well, this
go
lady
nuts.
lives at the place. Like her
Oh,
house
that's
is
even
next
worse.
door. So
Yeah, that's even worse.
like, why are you gonna charge us? It's not like you're leaving. Like you have to leave your building to go home or anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can just see her sitting there going, be fucking late, be fucking late. You're gonna pay my rent. You're gonna
I'm
pay
missing
my
my
rent.
socks.
Go to Vegas,
I'm missing my fucking socks, man.
He's 20 minutes late. Yeah.
I-
Vegas, here I come.
I'm
the
so
big ass
glad I don't
diesel
have a
truck
kid.
come in, and she's
How
like,
about that?
Oh, no.
15 seconds past a minute's a minute, right?
Yeah, we're rounded up, right? It's like
Rounding
Uncle Rick.
down, right?
Yeah.
We should round down.
No, it's insane. When he said that to me, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, what did you just say to me? That math don't even add up, dude. Like, that's not even like a real work day.
It sucks because my friend and his wife could both be working way longer, but they have to be there to pick them up. So one of them has to get out of work to go do it every day.
Someone has to pick them
So
up.
they're losing hours.
They're only making it because the mother grandmother can pick the kid up. You know, it isn't too far from the daycare. But
Yeah, that's like the good thing with him too is his grandma or his mom will pick him up just in case.
These single parents would be fucking boned. Yeah, how you doing? Thanks for the job, but you know, I know we start at like 8 o'clock, but I gotta leave at like 3 just so I can fight traffic to get to daycare by 4. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be bankrupt anyway. So there's gotta be no point in me even working here. Pretty much what I hear, you know, like.
I had to quit my job eventually. Like,
Yeah, that's another thing. If there's 2 parents, it seems easier just for the other one to stay home, just because right off rip you're saving $350 a fucking week. Then the price of gas, and then the drive to work, and all this other shit, and then not including whether or not you make it to your kid on time.
that is a
And
really pretty
would they
rock.
hold their kid? Would they hold your kid hostage? Because I dare them. They would give my kid back with money and be like, "Here, we will pay you to give you back your kid."
Ooh, look how pretty.
That is nice.
I want one.
2 of them.
I want 2 of them.
You want 2 of them?
Hold on.
You know, the wedding band and the engagement ring.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, your wife bought me the engagement ring.
yeah.
You can buy the wedding ring.
See, halfway there. What the hell?
It's see his face.
Oh, I see it. Even with the glasses on, I see it. You're muted. He's not allowing you to speak.
I'll be honest with you. It was like
I will never be married.
digits and adding up were going on in my head. It wasn't anything like, oh god, this bitch. It was like, how much is that gonna fucking cost?
It's okay, because I'd rather be your whore than anyone else's housewife.
Well, that's cool.
She took your glasses away, so you have no proof of hiding your eyes now.
I'm so baked, my eyes are closed anyway, so
Great. I'm
Because your
high.
eyes speak whiter than you were, so we can still tell.
she thinks we're muted.
I thought we were muted. Oh.
There you go.
Gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Why not?
What's
Trying to figure out
going
what that
on?
noise is. I was trying to figure out what that noise was.
Sounds like a train.
Sure does.
Is it just me, or has Eric been stuck in the same position for a very long time?
No, he's just really good.
I think he's having a nap.
He's actually a statue.
He's like one of them weeping angels from Doctor Who. If you look at him, he won't move.
If you all of a sudden move, I will throw money at you.
Eric, if you shut your video off, your connection would be better.
Yeah,
Because I hear him laughing.
Yeah, he can hear
Yeah, I
us.
think his videos.
There we go.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
But when we looked at you, it
Yeah,
just
I
looked like you're stuck on stupid.
We felt so bad because you wanted to say like "fuck you guys" or whatever, and you couldn't.
I thought you looked like Prophet for
How much did you drink?
No, he's stuck on stupid and
wouldn't match.
Oh, stuck on stupid and profit. Gotcha.
So dab frog.
Yeah.
I might be able to pull one of those off.
I'll do a dab frog.
4.
Dab frog.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, bring dabs up there for you.
Wait a minute. Is that a pimple on that frog's ass?
I don't know, but the frog has a cute ass.
Yes, it is. It is a pimple.
One big
He looks so
pimple.
cute, though.
I'm really staring at that frog's ass, Rick.
Hey, it's cute. I have been staring. Like,
So wait, so Uncle Rick and Crazy Pop Mom have been staring up to see the pimple.
yeah. Yeah.
I can't help it. I follow the bug.
Oh, look, there's a frog. I have to look at its ass.
Can you guys see what I got going on here?
Oh my god.
So
looks pretty good.
What BC Stoner Mom was cleaning up for that while in the show. This is what's in the tent that you guys have been seeing behind me for the last few weeks. You can't see a hell of a lot of detail with the glare of the lights, but got an orange gasm right there. That's Jack the Ripper that has been named Fluffy, and we're hoping is a boy right there. And a couple of grape diamonds right here. That's that purple kush with that really dark purple bud. And the rest there's a couple of grape apes and violator crosses, and we got those two freak shows in that back corner there. Couple cannons is I don't know if you can see the cannons, don't really not that interesting. A couple of aloes and some GG4 clones going right here. And spaghetti squash, because why the fuck not try and grow other shit too if you've got holes in your and you got room to do it. So
Question.
Looking good, man.
Yeah.
You've grown purple kush before, Caribou?
Yeah, a couple times.
Why are you naming it basil?
Does it have purple stems and like on the leaves and stuff? Like, is it just purple before the buds, or is it just the buds?
Well, here's the thing. The purple kush I've grown before was mostly a little, like a very faint hint of purple to the buds. Nothing nearly as purple as the stuff that I was, that stuff there. So I'm really interested in seeing how this stuff turns out. And then I've also got downstairs a couple cuts of a different purple kush that I'm interested in seeing how purple that actually is.
I only ask because I got a clone given to me, which was not a clone. It was half a fucking tree. But he said it was the purple kush. No worries. It wasn't that bad. The purple kush, it's like, he's like, yeah, it's purple all the way through the whole damn thing. And it is. And I'm just wondering if it's something that it's lacking or needs or something, or is it actually in the plant? Because it doesn't seem to be It's a gorgeous plant. It's so freaking healthy. But again, usually purple stems mean something's wrong. But he gave it to me like this is the reason why this is the purple kush. So I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's a whole lot of different plants out there that turn purple. Some of them are cushes, some of them aren't, and it's hard to for me at least, I don't have enough knowledge on the subject.
Yeah, no worries. You're just the first person I've known other than him to grow it. So I just thought, hey, maybe I can find out if your stems and stuff are purple. Because it's pretty damn purple.
For me, the previous cuts that I've grown, I found rather problematic. And there wasn't enough there for me to really want to hold on to them and keep them going. Yeah. It wasn't until really I saw like how purple that was at a buddy's house. And I was like, dude, do you got a clone of that? And he hooked me up. I mean, to be honest, it's not even very strong stuff. I'm hoping it's just because he's not that great of a grower. But there's a good chance it's genetics. So in that case, I really want to breed it up and see if I can get that dark purple, but give that kick in the ass potency as well.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right
on. Fluffy would be probably someone good to ask about that. I mentioned purple kush to him a couple days ago, and he said, God damn, he's got to get some of his old cuts back because it sounded like he's grown purple kush quite a bit. So if you reach out to him, he might be able to give you a better answer.
I will, for sure.
Yeah, and even if you can't, he'll sound a lot smarter than what I just did. So.
That's okay. I don't want smarts. I just want somebody that's grown it before. That's all. Doesn't need to be a brilliant answer. It just needs to be an answer.
One of the things I remember in high school was like, because as I've said a million times before, we didn't have like all these different strains like you did now. It was mostly just good weed and bad weed, but you always knew purple stuff was going to be good. So you always looked for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we mention on
okay, so nobody's going to talk. I'm going to talk about your plants. So they all look different now. Remember when I said they were basically all uniform?
Yeah.
And then the next day I go, Caribou, is this fucking flowering? What the hell? It was uniform yesterday, and now the damn thing's completely different, and it looks like it's flowering, remember?
Yeah.
So now that one's really tall, sort of. But it's not a male. It's a flowering freaking plant. That's all there is to it. And then there's the middle one now. And it's like in the middle. And then you got the really, really one that's like so dense and really, really short nodes and everything.
Yeah.
Because I had it closer to the light. It's like so big and fluffy and thick. Like it's so crazy how all of them are different. And I know they're supposed to be. And this is the whole phenotype and all this fun. But I mean, I get to see it, Caribou, and I'm fucking loving every second of it.
Yeah, it's great. After you mentioned your flowering plant I kind of was thinking back, and there was a couple of those seeds in that pack of White Widow that I had that were they did kind of seem to auto flower. The original cut seemed to be fine if I recall, but like if you cut clones off of it, but by the time it would start growing roots, or right around then it would start throwing buds out on you. And I was just kind of like, that's real weird. So there could be some kind of recessive trait in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care. I'm having a whole lot of fun.
Maybe.
But I think I'm gonna clone that other one. It's number 3 if we're counting it in numbers. But yeah, I'm gonna clone that because I'm like, I love the freaking like structure and everything of that one. It's great.
What's that, Smashed?
I was thinking, I think I still have some White Widow seeds. Maybe I'll
he was thinking out loud.
Yeah, I was.
Hey, I got something you guys will appreciate. Everybody that I've told around here, they don't appreciate it. So in the build a soil gnarly barley, they were using hemp, and I still got a bunch of that. And the hemp seeds were sprouting. I got it in my soil. I got it in my garden at home because I had put it in the raised beds at home in my vegetable garden. And I let them all grow up. I had like 5 or 6 of them in there. And most of them were males. 2 of them were females. One, it's on my channel. One looks like a landrace. It's like skinnier and real sativa thin leaves. And it's just like 2 little wispy, it definitely looks like a, yeah, anyways. So very old Indian land racy looking. And then the other hemp was big and chunky and beautiful and smells wonderful. All these red hairs and everything. And she smells sweet, like a cannabis. I mean, she's really got an odor to her. And something pollinated her. So I'm guessing nearby photo. I mean, I'm in the suburbs of Detroit, like packed on houses. So it surprised me that the thing's packed with seeds and I'm just about to harvest it. Yeah, that should be a neat hunt to see what
Wow, that actually is
I
exciting.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool.
The seed bracts just started turning. I had to I asked everybody on my channel, I'm like, when do I know to harvest for these seeds? So I just went and looked it
Let
up.
them go as long as they can, man.
Yeah, well, I'm worried about thieves and animals because we got these huge deer and like bucks and everything coming through, and it's literally right over the little fence. It would be easy for them to munch. So I don't know. I see tiger stripes, and once all the seed bracts are like gray, I feel comfortable pulling it, I think.
I try to let them go. I try to let them die on the stem when I'm doing seeds.
What Sprocket, what is your channel? What's your channel? It's called
Family Farms with a PH.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Last year I got caught. It was funny. I was making my seeds and it snowed on me. And I had like a cover and everything, but it wasn't like structurally sound for snow. It was like good for rain. And it was an early snow and I had to run out there and cut them down. So sad. But I got all the seeds. They were pretty much all mature. I would have let them go a little bit longer, but whatever.
Yeah.
I had to wake up, yo, bro. I was like, oh shit. I woke up, looked outside, and I ran outside like shorts, no shoes. I was like, I gotta get those inside. Oh, it was so bad.
Okay. I do the same.
I still have to get them growing too. I haven't even popped any. I have so many seeds I'm going through. Ugh.
What are you popping next or now?
I was just thinking about it. I don't know. I have some Irie gear.
White Widow?
I do have some white. I think I have some White Widow seeds. I don't know if they're to be trusted, but I have some White Widow seeds, I think.
So you know that whole White Widow thing comes from. So this all comes from Seedsman. So Seedsman's got a whole commercial side of things where they give you can buy in the 100 stocks and 500 stocks and 1,000 stocks. So, and White Widow is one of their big sellers, and it's huge on Seedsman in general, but people buy in those bulk stocks. And I know several people that have bought those bulk stocks and ended up with some that are autos, some that are fucking fem, some of the like really shit that hasn't been worked basically. So, but they're selling so that Seedsman shit is going for it's dirt cheap. It's like you can buy off a Seedsman's commercial division for like 30 to 70 cents a seed if you buy more than 100 seeds. So they've flooded the market. The White Widow, a couple of different strains are all this fucking Seedsman shit. All these people are buying them in the 100 stocks and reselling that shit. Yeah. It's flooded the market big time. I see it all around here. I see it all on the internet. Fucking just flimsy seeds.
That's interesting to know because I think it was one of our just recent shows I was talking about. The girlfriend was ordering up some Gorilla Skittles. Now that's a Barney's Farm strain, and she wasn't able to get off their website. And I'm pretty sure she found it on the Seedsman website. Or if I'm wrong, it's
fuck Seedsman. Seedsman is shit.
Yeah, and but they were offered up a bunch of free genetics for your order, right? And White Widow was one of those strains.
Oh yeah, no, they sell more White Widow than anything there.
Mm-hmm. It would make sense. That's why it's free.
And is it really?
Yeah, they give it away with everything.
Widow? Probably not.
You never know. Probably not. It sounds like a bulk buy somewhere.
No, see, Seedsman has divided themselves into three different industries. They've got the commercial division in Spain, they've got the business division in London, and then they've got the other Euro division separate. So There's like 3
They
separate
have a
companies.
US
They're
base now
shady as
too.
fuck. I mean,
Yeah, you don't want to deal with any company that big.
yeah.
That's the anti of what we're doing. You know,
Exactly,
grassroots
yeah.
Right.
in our community.
When you can buy an auto flower for 70 cents a seed, there's a problem.
Yep, absolutely.
People
Good to
that
be
run
true.
those.
Agreed.
And so that's why I have to thank Caribou again, because yeah, cheers, because I don't have to go through that shit or be worried, because I have enough to get me through. So yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
I got some alien wedding from Moscow. I can't wait to run, but I'm waiting until all my stuff is dialed in better, because everything's still. This is my first run in these rooms, so I'm not popping those yet. Plus, I got to reset because I have PM, so I'm gonna run what I have and then probably run those next.
I'm all hot and horny to try out some of my White Widow Afghanis after 311's been talking those up a bit, see what's in there. But it's so easy to pop seeds, but then once you gotta fucking put them into cups and then into 1 or 2 gallon pots, I don't have the room for that right now. I've got to get rid of most of this stuff and pick the few winners out of there that are gonna move on, and then
That true White Widow is great shit, and it grows awesome. It's a great easy grow. It's a great first grow. It's a great win. So that's what really pisses me off about those guys doing that shit.
True.
But if you can pop White Widow, that's great.
How yours go? What's that? Someone said White Widow. I just assumed it was me.
I got some of Double A's gear that he is no longer. He told me he can't confirm which male he used, whether it was a silver squirrel or which the cross is for the raspberry boogie, but it's plushberry and raspberry boogie, and I have like 9 of those I'm hunting right now, and they're pretty cool. They're nice looking. They've been vigorous. They're pretty. Some of them stink. Some of them are tall stumps. Some of them are short. So it's fun. It's fun taking those notes and like totally, going through the process of hunting out cuts. It's fun. So
I have some Duke Diamond. I have some Skunk House genetics. I want to go through. I have some Mass Dog.
I have one in-house mother of all cherries out of the pack I popped. They stunted when they were young, and I stuck with them forever because I have a huge plant count I'm not using yet.
I only have 12.
Huge, but 48 for now. And then
I only have 12 right now, which sucks because it's hard to keep stuff with 12.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
You out of here, 7-1? All right, man.
Later, DP. Love you, brother.
Yeah, good night, buddy.
Goodbye.
I know. I have a
Later,
couple
DP.
runs that I've been hanging out. That train wreck that was outside was a run all out. And she's big and beautiful now. So whatever.
I'm actually
never give up if you have the room.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this gorilla cookies, or cookie wreck, I should say. I grew it and I didn't take really good care of it, and it still ended up being pretty good. So I was like, well, now this is actually worth putting some effort into. So I think I'm gonna give them a 10-gallon pot of some living soil and see what happens. I'm gonna try filling up the tent with I pretty much filled it up with space management's a thing too. I had 2 corners used up for a dehumidifier and the fans and stuff. Now I cut hole I made 1 corner, so I kind of I'm trying to make more space in the grow tent, you know what I mean, with all the equipment in there too. So that's a thing I'm trying to work on.
I thought I was being all clever doing these quadrants. I have the little nursery, and then the corner that's the autos under the R spec, and then my veg under the B spec. And it takes too many fans. I'm adding another hurricane and taking out another little one because it's hard to cover the whole room and all the plants on the backside. No, it's crazy.
I want to get one of those B specs for the veg.
It's been killing it for sure.
I just like them.
Yeah, smashed. I'm just asking the question. I don't really know the answer, but in a case if you're got all that equipment inside your tent, would it not be easier to like condition the air outside of the tent and then kind of like have that air flow through, or is it
I
just
still condition the outside too.
uh-huh?
The big dehumidifiers outside. The only thing that's in there is like a humidifier, a couple of fans, and the exhaust fan.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought you had mentioned a dehumidifier in there, but that 'cause
No,
that
no, no.
takes.
Humidifiers in there, not the
Oh,
dehu.
okay. Oh,
'Cause
okay. Okay.
in the winter, I don't have to really run the dehumidifier. I have to run the humidifier.
Yeah.
So I'll keep a fan on in there. I'll keep probably one fan coming in and then cycling. Yeah, just trying to pump as much air movement as possible.
Yeah.
I got a bunch
Yeah.
of little fans for like in between the plants. I can kind of like, they're like this big. So I kind of put them in between plants if I see anything getting
underneath, like, yeah.
Yeah. I filled up a 5x5 with 3 plants. I mean, I used to, when I was doing my little grow, I used to scrog things out. I don't scrog anything out anymore. I try to stay like, I'd rather be able to pull the tent or the like plants out of the tent and work on them than like locking them in the tent.
Yeah.
But it all ends up being like at the end of it,
Alright,
you all
guys,
think, you step back and you're like, oh, I want to build a room.
You want to what?
I think Eric was trying to say something. What's up?
Oh, I'm out of here, guys. Good night. It's my bedtime.
Have a good night.
Thanks for dropping by, man.
So yeah, I was just saying, Rick, you end up like, I was happy in my little space, but then like my cousin needed med card. He got his med card and needed like someone to grow for him because he can't grow for shit. He'll kill an aloe plant. He's just too busy. So I ended up in the 5x5 with the little tent as a veg tent, which is a 5x3 by like 5 feet tall. And then I have probably a 7x7 area for drying. But I really want to end up just building like a 12-foot room and sectioning it off into like a big like 7-foot flower room and the rest for like veg and whatever cloning. I really want to start taking clones. I've never taken, well, I have, like, I've done clones obviously, but like I don't like do it often. I have so many seeds to pop. It's like some stuff impresses me, but it's like, man, I'll grow something else. It's just how I am. I'm not the person to keep on to something crazy. I never have been.
When you say a 12-foot room, you mean like a 12-foot square?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. 12-foot square.
Nice area.
Give me enough room for some living beds in the flower room, and then little cloning area, maybe a mom area. I wouldn't mind keeping stuff. If I were to get seeds of peanut butter breath from Thug Pug, I would think about keeping a cut. Because it's like one of my favorite strains and he retired. But like there's only certain circumstances where I keep cuts.
Yeah, I've heard many people in our community say that they've had so many regrets about growing a beautiful strain and not taking a cut. So they would prefer to take a cut, and if it turns out to be so, they'll throw the cut away.
I'll
Nice
make
to have.
seeds.
Yeah.
So I'll do an inbred line or something. Like if I think something's good, like my Chem 91 Calio that I've had forever, I've inbred lined it 4 different times. I just find my favorite ones and I take a cut of them and I bring them inside, let them flower out, check them out again, and I make seeds.
Yeah. Right on. My goodness.
All right, guys, I'm time for me to jump off and start thinking about heading to bed. Do you guys want me to hand the controls off to someone, or you guys want to pack her in for the night?
Yeah, I just
I was just
looked
gonna
at the
say,
clock.
Uncle Rick's been looking at the time for 30 minutes now, so I'm sure
No.
he's done.
I swear, I just you caught me looking about 5 seconds ago, and I went, "Oh my goodness!" Like sometimes we're having such a good time, it flies.
I got
Yes.
mad work to do.
Well, you know when profit
Hey, glad
leaves,
you
it's
made
late.
it by.
Yeah, that's why I looked up and I was thinking about just giving to the controls to him and then piecing out. And I was like, "Fuck, he's gone already."
No. No,
he
I
was
gotta
10
say,
minutes ago. Profit did.
it's
I gotta work. Mad
it's
love,
been
people.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, Sprocket. Great to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Ganja,
and
great to have you.
I love
Smash.
you too, and I love you too, White Widow and Prophet. What's going on here?
Yeah,
No, I can't see all you unless I swipe.
They're not here anymore. They left about 10 minutes ago, but they just like quickly went like this and they were gone. So I got to go like that, and that was the end of it. So when you see me wave, if anybody did, that's when they left.
I do remember seeing you do that. Anyways, yeah, great to see everybody.
Yeah, we love y'all in live chat. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I
for
still
sure.
got a bag of Jelly Bellies. I'm gonna eat these, and that's the priority of my life right now. So everybody, we'll see you Sunday. I believe we got Sticky Icky Cookie joining us.
We do. I'm super excited, actually. I've been talking to her about it. Yes.
That's gonna be a great show. Hear about some edibles. I'm really excited for that.
Speaking of that, check your Discord personal message for me, please. Thank you.
Okay, I can do that. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that and I'll get back to you. And yeah, everybody have a great weekend. Love you all.